Hello. Hello. Good morning, evening, afternoon. I said them in the wrong order, but whatever time it is where you are, welcome to the stream. I'm Leo Lovelace, or for today's stream, Leo Rizz. So we're going to see just how many monsters we can seduce and want to come to prom with us. I don't know a whole lot about this game other than that I looked at it on Steam for about 1 minute and I thought it looked funny. So here we are. Let's go get ready for the Rizz Showdown Gentle Monsters. We'll see how much of a showdown this really turns out to be, Master. I don't know how confident I am in my Rizz abilities, but I will try my best. Make each and every one of however many monsters there are in this game fall madly in love with me. Can't get me out of their mind. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I feel like we just gotta jump right on in. Where is my screen? There it is. Okay. Yeah, let's get some interjections here. I did see that this is a multiplayer game, or like you can play it multiplayer. I don't know how it works exactly. Like, are you competing to see who can like get a date first or the most dates? Are you like trying to steal dates from other people? Either way, I'm a loner, so we're playing it single player here. Obviously got to play a full game for the first experience. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Oh, I don't know if I would describe high school as the sweetest years of my life. I mean, it wasn't bad, but the sweetest years of my life? When we were young and unafraid, I was very afraid, riddled with anxiety. If I'm being perfectly honest, I still am. But even more so back then. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, usually just stupid. Always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? I don't know what this thing on the left is. I like her design. We got Frankenstein, I assume. And don't know what this is, but again, nice design. Sweetest, I find work more relaxing. It probably depends on what the type of work or what the work is, I guess. If you work a part-time job in the service industry, like restaurants or retail or any type of customer service front-facing job, not relaxing at all. At least in my opinion. Maybe if you're an extrovert, it's relaxing because you get to do what you like. I'm an introvert, and I worked part-time at big box retailer back in the day when I was but a lowly high school student. And let me tell you, the customer is pretty much never right. You would be shocked at the amount of people who think they know what they're talking about and have no idea what they're talking about. I agree. Thank you, Saudi. Thank you for validating me. Well, I kind of like this girl on the far right, but I'm gonna have to go with the old Frankenstein. My name, Green Brian. My name is Leo, actually. Lee. Go back. Lowercase, Leo. Is there a space? Alright, now we'll just go with Leo then. Leo. True, people give service workers a hard time for no reason. They really do. I mean, luckily, I didn't have too many, like, really rude customers when I was in it. Um, but I still think about the time it was like close to the holiday season, and so we're swamped, right? Because everybody's trying to get their last minute presents and they're looking for things that have sold out a long time ago. A long time ago, because people think, oh yeah, you know, I'll just pick up this popular toy 3 days before Christmas. Hello? Popular toy? 3 days before Christmas? We sold out of that a week ago, and we're not getting a restock. Well, do you have some in the back? No! We sold out a week ago. Can you check the back anyway? What? I'm here every day. I can tell you, because I work in this department, that we don't have any of those in the back. But sure, I'll go in the back. I'll check for you. And you can just stand there on your phone for a few minutes. You know, take a nice break. Come back. Sorry. We didn't have any. Oh, can you check another store and see if they have it? Lady, they're sold out everywhere. What the hell? So you like pull up your little device that you can scan the barcode and it tells you the stock in the other stores. And what do you know? Out of stock in every store within a 50-mile radius. Oh, well, maybe your system's wrong. Like, can you call and ask? Why don't you call and ask? Are you kidding me? Anyway, tangent aside, not saying that exact thing didn't happen to me multiple times. Anyway, man, I keep freaking tripping over my own words here. Fire Lady looks nice. I agree. All right, we got Leo. Frankenstein Leo here. We had yet to experience the ultimate challenge, Monster Prom. Oh, that sounds pretty tough. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Yeah, prom season was like a competition. Like, everybody had who they wanted to ask out, and you kind of had to get the jump, because if you didn't, somebody else might ask them out. And then you were screwed, because then you had to find somebody else to ask out. I went to my junior year prom. Wasn't great. At least I can say I had the experience. Did not go to my senior year prom. Some friends and I just hung out, got some dinner, played some video games. That was a much more fun night than the normal prom. Huzzah! All right, let's see. Who are our 6 most charismatic classmates? Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who is as cute as she is genocidal. Wow, we're off to a great start here. A genocidal mermaid. I am down bad for red and pink and shades in that spectrum on character design, so I can almost guarantee I will go for the genocidal mermaid when I can actually play this game. Oh, thank you for screaming in my ear. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Oh. That guy looks like he's gonna snap if you make him angry for even a second. My school didn't really have a prom, not very popular in Canada, but they seem sweet in movies. I am kind of surprised, actually. Maybe that is just mostly a United States thing. Definitely popular in movies, and I think movies make them look a lot better than they are in reality. So again, it's like, it's nice to say you had the experience and like, oh, you did this typical like high school thing. So I don't regret going, but I mean, in reality, it was like everybody still has their like cliques. You all go to the prom. Nobody really knows how to dance, so you kind of like awkwardly shuffle around and have some dinner. And then after prom, there's always the after prom parties. So if you're like in one of the big friend groups or the popular cliques or something, they have some big rager. Lots of getting up to things that you probably shouldn't be getting up to as a 17-year-old. I didn't go to those because I, again, am an introvert with no taste for partying. Unless by partying you mean making a bowl of popcorn and sitting in my basement alone, watching anime for 3 hours, and then taking my iPad and going to lay in bed and reading manga for an hour until I fall asleep. Now that is a party. So if you're not in those big parties, then it's like you just go hang out at somebody's house with your smaller friend group, and you just kind of like, you know, whatever, talk, watch some movies. We just went back to one girl's house from our like group that we were in and played some like ping pong, sat around on the couch, watched, or just talked for a couple hours, and then we all went home. Not really lit, but that was better to me than an actual party would have been. Sounds awesome. Hey, you can always come to one belated, Saudi. All right, candidate number 3, Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. They're just dissing this guy from the start, even though he looks so friendly. That's so mean. Liam DeLioncourt, 4XX. This guy shouldn't be in freaking school at 400 and whatever. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Alright, that's not a bad description.
Yay!
Polygeist? I like that. Poltergeist. 22, question mark? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. You know, I said I was down bad for Mermaid here, but I'm already kind of second-guessing myself. I kind of like Polygeist here.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. My least favorite of the 3 girls. I would say for the guys, it's werewolf dude, vampire dude, angry dude, in that order, best to worst. For the girls, I'm very torn between the mermaid and the ghost. I feel like I gotta go the mermaid because... Nah, I don't know. I can change my mind as it goes on, right? I get to meet them, see their personalities, then I can decide who I truly am on my best behavior, or worst, to seduce. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. 6 weeks. That is rookie numbers, my friend. 1 week. 1 week. I don't think I could actually do it in 1 week. It would take me a week just to even entertain the idea of talking to them because of how shy I am. Let's be realistic here. But today I'm Today I'm Leo Lovelace, right? So maybe I can make it work. Vampire #1 guy, mermaid #1 girl for me. Good choices, Master. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Let's start. Oh, Teen Wolf. Oh my god, this is gonna be like Teen Vogue. You know what Teen Vogue is? That magazine that was popular with teenagers, especially girls, and it always had a bunch of quizzes and stuff. Kind of like BuzzFeed, but if it was a magazine. Obviously, as I was not a teenage girl, I didn't have Teen Vogue. However, my sister, who is a teenage girl, did have Teen Vogue. So I may or may not have looked at some of those quizzes and just entertained myself with them in the, you know, why not? I like taking personality tests and online stuff. You know, tell me what cereal I am. What flower am I? I don't know. But if there's a quiz for it and it will take me like 3 minutes to get through it, then by all means. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Hot or not, take this quiz to find out. That was a popular app back in the day. Crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't let go. Min Min, hey. Hello, Min Min. Welcome to the stream. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. True. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Ho ho ho. There we go. It's quiz time. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. TM will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. What would be the coolest prize that you could find in your box of cereal? A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. No. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. Oh, a little saucy. A tiny piece of sharp metal so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. Wow. I think the phone number would probably be the coolest option. Preferably not for the tiger, because I'm not a furry. No offense to furries, I don't judge, but I'm not a furry. So I'm just going to pretend that it's something other than a tiger, but it's still a phone number. So charming. Oh, me? Charming? I don't know. I am Leo Lovelace. These are getting to the heart of the love. I love them. We'll see how deep they truly get. The coolest reality show would be. People in positions of power must face all sorts of questions relevant to their field, and if they fail, they lose their jobs and society wins. I like that. 12 experts on the various arts of seduction live in a house where they must face a common challenge. Seducing a potato into marriage, somehow. A potato sounds pretty tough. 8 rich people fight in weekly challenges to see who's the best at giving money to you. Oh, that is the coolest one. Are you kidding me? Just give me money. Please. How could I not just want an endless source of money? What would be the most appealing in a love partner? A taste for party? Absolutely not. A very tsundere personality? I have a soft spot for tsunderes, depending on how soon they are. Okay? I like mild tsundere. That's cute. I don't like the borderline abusive tsunderes. Example: Kurisu from Steins Gate, a good tsundere. Taiga from Toradora, bad tsundere. It depends which one. If it's a Kurisu, yes please. Sharp wits, a big horn. Okay. Soft fur. I believe I just said I'm not a furry. Kawaii eyes. Nice eyes are good. Now this says very, so I'm assuming this skews more towards Taiga. So I'm gonna go with not that one. I'm gonna go with the wits. I feel like I would care the most about that over the other stuff. Couldn't agree more. Master, you have some good taste. Good taste. Oh, man. Oh, I got the vampire. That was the vampire guy. I should have picked the eyes.
Sure.
What is this? I can choose where to go. Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, bathrooms. Where would the mermaid be? Alright. The gym is where... That's gotta be where, like, the werewolf dude is. Outdoors? I don't know. Library or class is probably the vampire guy. Auditorium? Don't know. Bathrooms? I'm thinking library is the vampire guy. Class is probably the girl with the business sense. Auditorium? Maybe that's the ghost girl? Bathrooms is the mermaid because there's water there? Gym and swimming pool? Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathrooms. I spend a lot of time there. Don't take that the wrong way. I didn't realize how that could be taken until like 3 seconds after I said it. It's a good place to take breaks when you're bored at work. You hide in the bathroom. Alright, I skip class and I just hang out in the bathrooms because I respect no authority. Some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. I give +0 shits, but I gain +2 boldness. If there's one thing I'm not, it's bold. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language, so naturally you go to eavesdrop. I don't remember who these characters are.
Lame.
The freaking vampire nerd is in a sexually explicit conversation? What? Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze. Why is she not looking at me like that? And insulting me a little bit. You know, put me in my place. Just saying. I'm having a little bit of second thoughts about this girl after seeing this full outfit. That look of disgust. Thank you. See, I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. Oh no. I take back what I just said about liking the way she looks at me. That's not an erection joke. People would die. Personally, I think hentai... What is your problem, dude? Hentai is the source of the problem? Get out of here. This guy just dropped to last place. Honestly, I have no words for the bullshit that just spewed out of his mouth. I'm looking at him the way that he's looking at the screen right now. That was one of the worst opinions I've ever heard in my entire life. Woe is right, Saudi. What the hell?
Pathetic.
Pathetic! Oh my god, you're both at the bottom. I know, even I can't keep up with the standards hentai is setting. What, am I just supposed to grow a dick during sex? That keeps it fresh. It's exciting. You never know what's gonna happen. Unbelievable. I just started this game, and I'm already beyond disappointed in these two characters. Might as well invite them on the Trash Taste podcast to discuss their garbage opinion on hentai.
So mainstream.
And all the women... No, they're not. There's even less body type diversity than at this school. Have you seen the way that people draw characters in anime style? It couldn't be more varied. Oh my god. I don't think anyone in real life has ever willingly addressed a tentacle as senpai. I'm sure it's happened at least once. And what's with all the tentacles anyway? I actually, fun fact, I read some post on Reddit the other day that explains why tentacles were so prominent. I don't think I can talk about it on a YouTube stream, but there's actually a reason for it. So if you're curious, you could look it up. Because half the studio heads are Krakens, Liam, and no tea, no shade to the women who do enjoy tentacle porn. I know at least 3 of my snakes do. I only see 2 in your hair. Are you including yourself? But I do think there should be a more diverse offering for those of us who like something less. Cephalosexual? What the hell is that? Oh, I get to give my opinion. Hentai should be more artistic, redraw explicit scenes in the style of the great artists such as Picasso and Magritte. Magritte? I don't know who that is. Don't send a misogynistic kraken to do a femme gorgon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. Making some real tough choices in this game, let me tell you. Wow. I don't feel like it would be very erotic if it was redrawn like Picasso. But I don't like this last one either. Yeah, I agree, Master. Neither option is very good here. I guess I'll pick the top one.
Pathetic.
You don't really get misogyny, do you? I don't think I said anything mean there. The problem is the narrative, not the art style. If I filmed myself drugging you and stealing your organs, but put a classy moment gram filter on it, would that be better? People would probably look at it more seriously than if it was anime style. I guess some Picasso art is a pretty funny idea. Yeah. And why defile great art by adding tentacles to it? That's being subversive, and then there's being vulgar.
You're a failure.
We might as well just doodle some dicks on the Mona Lisa and call that hentai. You know Leonardo da Vinci is a character in Fate? And you know what Fate has a lot of? Hentai. And you know what Leonardo da Vinci is? In Fate? A woman who looks like the Mona Lisa. They gender bent him. The logic being, because Da Vinci was such a great artist, if they were to be summoned as a servant, they would want to look like their magnum opus, which was the Mona Lisa. So they became a woman who looks like the Mona Lisa. Just saying. So this is a good idea. Do you want to? Yeah.
Goodbye.
I lose -2 smarts and -1 creativity. Sorry for having an opinion. Well, that wasn't very rizzy. I got plenty of time to make it up, though. Alright, let me take a sip of my drink here. Why are there new characters now? I don't know what this cat, this freaking creepy lion is. I'm going here because they were like my top 2. You waltz over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger. Secret sauce. What dread mysteries do you conceal?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. They weren't kidding when this guy didn't really have brains. Asking the secret sauce what it's made of. They punish you for not choosing the right option. Should it make you gain some and lose some like a trade? You would think so. Like +1 this, -1 that. Maybe it was just that one in particular is all minus. I don't know. We'll see as we keep going, though. No, Scott, my question was rhetorical. Awesome, mine was loud. Oh, it's no use. We'll never discern the active ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless you have an idea, Leo. The blood of your father's enemies, Miranda. That's why it's so delicious. You're overthinking this, Scott. It's a sauce made of secrets. Wow. Well, I don't want to pick an option that's going to make Miranda not like me. Oh boy. You know what? You know what? Miranda was genocidal, so I bet she would like the first option. So I'm gonna pick that to make her like me. Ahaha! We got a heart for Miranda. Leo Lovelace is on duty. That's what I'm talking about. Blood of the Air People? I didn't know the high school cafeteria cared about my family's ancient rivalry. Now you do, Miranda. And everyone knows the Air People bleed candy syrup and barbecue sauce. I should have known. That sounds like a disgusting combination. Some cultures do drink blood. Oh boy. The more you know. I did not know that. I don't know how to feel about it. You know, I don't normally eat food myself. I have serfs for that, but I may have to make an exception. More blood? But I eat blood all the time. Like pretty much every full moon. Scott's a little disappointed, but you don't care. You're busy sharing a saucy burger with Miranda. Ooh. Alright.
Sure.
Pick somewhere new, huh? Is there anything suspicious going on in the classroom at night? That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Alright. Well, I believe I lost smarts earlier. Oh, Miranda's here again. There we go. Miranda looks confused and Liam is frustrated. Uh-oh. Don't worry. I'm Leo, your knight in shining armor, Miranda.
Yuck!
I simply do not understand this art you were describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. What is that even supposed to mean, dude? The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit, even though there was a whole room full of his paintings elsewhere in the building. It was revolutionary. Modern artists are really something else. It certainly seems complicated. It does. Personally, I prefer the exoplant sculptures of the Atlantean 5th dynasty. So is she like a princess? Well, she has a crown, I guess that makes sense. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto. Art on such a grand scale.
So mainstream.
That's not art, that's populism at its worst. I don't even know what populism is. Well, I don't think that bathroom business sounds like art, I agree. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? Oh, if only someone would come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. Huh. Don't worry, Miranda, that's where I come in. And I'm gonna say whatever you want to hear. Because I got my rizz on me today. You've got this, no problem. It's so simple. It's a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Or art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad feelings inside. Those are both terrible options. My goodness. Well, I guess this is kind of accurate because I see some modern art that literally is just like scribbles on a paper and it's in a museum. I don't get it. Abstract art? Is that what they call it? I never really got the philosophy of art, but it sure is fun to look at. Yes, I agree. And that's what counts. I'm not a like connoisseur. I don't really know quote unquote art, but I like it. I like following a bunch of artists I like on Twitter and bookmarking things that I think are good. And my favorite thing about going to like anime conventions is just going to Artist Alley, buying prints of all of the fan art I like. Just because I like the art, because I like the artist, because I like the character. I have many prints and a few portfolios. And I just like to flip through and look at. I'm gonna go with the first one though. Art should not make you feel bad things inside.
Oh, how
There we go. Oh,
majestic.
Miranda. She loves me. How true. Mars was just a bunch of sparsely populated red rock before Gilbert Grinston completed his masterpiece. Did he turn Mars into a piece of art? After that, he was able to sell it to the Arcturans for 1 trillion doubloons. Oh, that's a lot. Martians weren't happy about it, but you know what they say. Sometimes we must suffer for other people's art.
Not bad.
Yes, me monetarily. When I commission artists for things. That last bit is the only part of what you're saying that I agree with. Oh, another heart from Miranda. Let's go. So that's what happened to life on Mars. You get +2 smarts and +1 charm. All right. Smarts and charm are my highest stats. All right, week 2. That was a whole week.
Sure.
Morning. All right. I don't know who this freaking cat is. Let's head to the auditorium. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Huh? Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gained +2 creativity. Oh, that was my weakest categories. That's nice. Miranda's here again. Oh my god, I just keep running into her. This was meant to be. Yeah. Yeah. They're arguing about something? I'll take Miranda's side, don't worry. I know our football team is called the Spooky High Spooky Monsters Who Spook, but who also play sports. But who's our mascot? You should be. Our mascot? Oh, you're right, we don't have one. Oh, what about Misha the mermaid? Mermaids are monsters. No way, too girly. Try this. Wally the werewolf. Why's it gotta be a werewolf? We're the monsters, not the werewolves. Well, werewolves are a monster. Yeah, well, we're not the mermaids either. Maybe the problem is the team name is trying to cover a huge diverse group of people with a single label. That sounds very plausible, Miranda. No, coach is never wrong. We're just not thinking hard enough.
Hey, bro.
Hey, you look like a hard thinker. What mascot should we use for our team? Easy. We'll just genetically engineer a cross between every kind of monster at the school. Head of a werewolf, tail of a mermaid, hair of a Medusa, angst of a vampire, and we'll call it Abe the Abomination. That's not bad. Just find a regular human, dress him up in a business suit, and make him the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Corporate greed, that's the real monster. Ugh. Wow. Really hitting home on that one. These are both good options. Which one would Miranda like more? Would she not like if I said corporate greed is a monster? Now, not every CEO is a bad person. I'm gonna go with Abe the Abomination.
How majestic.
Oh my god. She liked it. She liked I cannot stop winning with Miranda. This is going too well. I'm gonna have a fall from grace at some point. I just know. I'm gonna break my heart when I say something that she doesn't like. Finally, an idea that represents the true diversity of our school. We can use Daddy's Gene Lab. Let's see. In order to fit all the monster parts in, the mascot will have to be about 100 feet tall, covered in nightmarish appendages and moist tentacles. Wow.
Huzzah!
Which means it shall provide great shade on hot game days. The tentacles can hold umbrellas. Nice. Yeah, because deadly genetic experiments are always the shortcut to a girl's heart. +2 smarts and +1 boldness. After a disastrous trip to the bathroom, we're having a pretty good streak here. Noon, alright.
Sure.
Yeah, we gotta sit here. I mean, they're the top 2 in the freaking game. Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. What is there to comprehend? It's really simple. Miranda, take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. Just looking for something good for Insta here. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? Wow, reminds me of Tide Pods. I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you get a lot of likes on social media and also not executed. Wow, I would hope I don't get executed. Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Leo? Hell yeah, I do. It's called silverware wear, when you take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in your very fancy tiny outfits. Yeah, it's called dyeing. Oh, man. I'm gonna go with the silverware one. Oh my god, I'm not saying that I chose it because I thought that would be more up Miranda's alley, but we are 4 for 4 with Miranda right now. Just saying. How have I not heard of this new trend before? Beautiful silverware and fancy dresses are two of my biggest passions. This trend sounds like it was invented for me. It may have been by me on the spot, but there's no need to go into that. What's your favorite meme? Spiked salad forks in velvet evening gowns? Seahorse steak knives and frilly skirts? Teaspoons in tea dresses? Her country seems like a fun time. She kind of reminds me of Starfire in demeanor. Is Starfire... Is she from like Teen Titans? I never watched it, but I know it was pretty popular. This trend is no words. Yes, the glory of this spectacular combination would leave me speechless as well, were I not so excited to create more memes with Leo. She wants to be with me. We'll have to meet up soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bring all your most exquisite chopsticks. I shall bring doll clothes in which to dress them. Yeah, totally. Hanging out with Miranda sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go out and find some exquisite chopsticks. All right. We are doing well.
Sure.
All right. Where do we want to go? Let's hit up the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Wow. I am Nyarlathotep from the Outer Worlds. Wow. Alright. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose 10 karma. But I gain +2 money. Alright. Oh my god. Miranda. Miranda's here too? I can't stop finding Miranda. This is crazy. For a blind playthrough for my first time? Oh my god. I am hitting Miranda. Woe is me. Could Miranda possibly be doing this because she wants attention? Only one way to find out. Oh hi, I didn't see you there as I was standing here suffering gallantly in silence. She did, and she wasn't, but okay. I had the most tragic injustice befall me earlier this morning. I was rejected from our school's water polo team. How does a mermaid get rejected from a water polo team? They claimed I was mistaken about how polo is conducted underwater. Excuse me, but I was raised underwater. How is one even supposed to play water polo without heavily armored seahorse as a mount? How, I ask you? That's like water jousting, more like. Perhaps I offended them when I implied that they were too impoverished to afford sea steeds? If so, why? I would love to make reparations. But it may be too soon for me to show my face. Would you be so kind as to take them the gift of this omelet to begin the healing? I am told that peasants consider eggs to be a delicacy. Oh my god. Miranda's something else. Obviously, and what would make the gesture even better is the personal touch of toppings. Caviar, egg, chocolate, or caviar eel, chocolate covered sand crabs. They'll never forget this present. This was a present from a mer princess. An elegant stenciled card with your sincerest apologies, a list of their fears, and a bundle of compromising photographs. That sounds more like blackmail. Would she get mad if I suggested giving them the seafood? Is it like I'm eating her brethren? Or would she like that? Because it seems more memorable. Tough decisions here. All right. Let's go with the threatening one, because she likes genocide. Rich person thing, like when Bill Gates thought greed costed $20. What is read? She didn't realize it was blackmail. Oh man. Oh, bread. Bread makes more sense. I was like, what am I misunderstanding here? Wow, yeah, Bill Gates, I'm sure he just has a bunch of people do all his shopping for him, so yeah, he just wouldn't even know. I shall do their names in beautiful calligraphy, print their fears in gold leaf, and I shall adorn their compromising nudes with adorable glitter stickers. I like that look in her eyes. I may have been misunderstood before, but how could anyone misinterpret this kind gesture? Take the omelet and make sure to take lots of pictures of them eating the eggs, so we can all remember how generous I was. With a kiss on the cheek. My rizz is off the charts. Leo Lovelace. +2 smarts, +1 charm. Let's go. All right, week 3. My amazing streak with Miranda is going to have to end at some point, but we haven't tried outdoors yet, right? Let's go there. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. It's a lot. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're minding your own business. Miranda! Miranda is here again? What's going on? How do I keep getting Miranda? She's distraught. Oh no. Most terrible news. Friend, don't friend zone me, Miranda. I'm trying to woo you. I like your dress. I've just watched the documentary Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. Alright, Game of Thrones. I watched the first 7 episodes of Season 1, thought it was great. However, it's hard for me to commit to hour-long episodes because I have a short attention span. That's why I like 20-minute episodes of stuff, and why I rarely watch movies nowadays, just because I can't focus. So I was putting it off. I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then the finale comes, and everybody says it's just absolute garbage. So then I'm like, well, if the whole show is good except for like the last season, especially the last couple episodes, is it even worth watching if I just know it's gonna suck? Or if I know the end is gonna suck? And also, I've been spoiled on basically every single major main character death because everybody talks about it, because everybody assumes that everybody watches the show. I unfortunately did not watch the show. So yes, I know main characters 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9 all die. The only ones who lived were 2 and 6. I don't know. Well, I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery or how often we romance our siblings. I don't think that's very often. I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. At least wait for her to come out of the bathroom. Come on. Please help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court? Just keep an eye out for the classic signs. Shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk. Pretty much everyone is a traitor. Just spin a bottle and whoever it points at, kill them. Damn. Ruthless. Same here, 30 minutes is max for TV, longer if it's a YouTube video. I feel you. Yep. It's like, generally, anime is the main thing I watch, and those are like, they're 24-minute episodes, but 4 minutes of that is the OP and the ED. So you can skip those. Like, I watch it the first time, and then I might watch it for the last episode, but I skip it for all the middle ones. So it's 20 minutes. YouTube, I can definitely do longer as well, I agree. Because when it's YouTube, usually I make it background noise. Like, I put YouTube videos on, either streams of like other VTubers I like, or like an actual YouTube video. And I just put them on in the background and I kind of like half watch, half listen while I'm like, maybe I'm opening packs of cards or I'm doing some organizing or working on some stuff for my own channel or whatever. But I can definitely do more than 30, probably because it doesn't have 100% of my attention. But if I'm sitting on the couch and I'm watching an episode of anime or TV or a movie or whatever, it needs 100% of my attention. And that's why I think like 20, 25 minutes is kind of where I peak, and then I'm like, I'm not saying I can't watch a 45-minute episode. It's not like I can't watch an hour and a half long movie. But I have to really be in like the right frame of mind for it, I guess. And it's worth it when you're in the right mind for it. Like I watched Pompo the Cinephile earlier this year, the anime movie. I gave that a 10 out of 10. I love that movie. But I had to be in the mood to watch it in the first place. Alright. I feel like Miranda would like just randomly killing someone like the second one says. However, I don't want to make her nervous, so I'm going to give her actual advice. But that would mean, could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor? Lord Darkheart Stabbington? How could that guy possibly be a traitor? The name is a joke. He's actually the nicest guy in your kingdom. I must warn father at once. I just found I got that guy killed. Oh no. We have to find a new royal babysitter. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet, unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain +2 smarts and +1 money as a reward. Nice. Damn, we're already almost halfway through.
Sure.
Alright, we're going back. Who is this? Alright, we're going with Miranda again. The more Miranda, the better. The entire table is covered in exotic silverware. That's the forking spoon. It's a spoon for picking up your forks so you don't have to touch them with your fingers. Oh. That's convenient. And that one? That's the tuning fork. It's for making sure all your other silverware is tuned to A minor as is proper. Yes, because when you accidentally ding your fork or your knife or your spoon against your bowl, if the note that sounds out from that connection is not in the correct tune, you just fly into a rage. That's just how it works. I totally understand, Miranda. This is why you should be my date for prom. What about this one? That's the dairy knife. It's for milk. I mean, you gotta cut your milk before you drink it. That's just common sense, dude. Do people ever invent new silverwares? All the time, but none of them are any good. It would take a genius of true subtlety to try to improve on the existing canon. A genius and of true subtlety? Genius and subtlety are your fucking middle names. You suggest the ultimate new silverware. The salad harp. Hands. The salad harp sounds cool. A harp? For salad? Why has no one thought of this before? Miranda, if you date me, I can give you all sorts of new silverware ideas. In fact, in college, I'm a scientist, right? I took a computer science class. And I had to give a presentation on famous forks. Now, in computer science, a fork is when you like take an existing piece of code or project or repository or whatever, and you then build your own like new thing off of that. So think of like an actual fork that's like turned upside down. How like each of the prongs are all connected to the same top part, but then they all split up. Like that's what a fork in code is. Because all of these things could start from the same like source, but then you build something new with it. So I gave a presentation on forks and some like famous forks in computer science. However, because I'm a smartass, I couldn't only do a presentation on forks in computer science, so I had a few slides about the silverware forks. One of which was talking about the most famous fork It's a statue of a giant fork, like in a park that you can go visit. That's a pretty famous fork. I had a picture of like George Washington's fork in there. I had a slide talking about like the 20 different types of actual utensil forks. I didn't even know there were that many, but there are. And now everybody who was in my programming class knew just how many types of forks there were. Like the spork. People know the spork. People know the normal fork. But there's so many other forks. Needless to say, I am the perfect person to give you more ideas for silverware, Miranda. If I were royalty, I would tune them to harmonize. Yeah, true. You could like play an actual song with your utensils while you're eating. That's funny, you got an A right. Excuse me. I would like to think I got an A. I don't remember off the top of my head, but the teacher was pretty chill, and the class enjoyed my brief deviations into actual forks instead of computer forks. I think I probably got at least a B. I hope I got an A. I wish I remembered for sure, though. I may have also added the fork pieces because I started making the presentation after my friends and I had gone out for dinner and drinks one night. So I was not 100, I was, maybe like 15 to 20% under the influence. Not significantly. Enough that I could work on schoolwork, but enough that I also thought it would be funny to put utensil forks in a presentation about programming forks. But I knew that it would go over well because I had friends in the class and I knew the professor was pretty laid back and I'd seen other presentations people had given. So I knew it wasn't bad. And I knew it would like make people pay attention and think like, oh, that's funny, like, oh, So it was like partly because I had had a drink or two and I thought it would be funny, but it was also partly because I knew that it would go over well with the audience between the teacher and the class. It wasn't like I made it out of completely poor taste. Because it's hard to eat a salad with a harp? You don't understand, dude. Cretin, who said anything about eating? Exactly. You're playing the salad. Isn't that what silverware is for? Perish the thought. The true purpose of silverware is to give your hands something to do while you elegantly avoid your food. And nothing is more elegant than playing a subtle lament on a harp while your serfs eat your salad for you. You learn something new every day. My serfs will finish my lunch for me. I'm off to have a harp commissioned. Miranda takes you harp shopping with her. It's a real bonding experience. Afterwards, you both ignore a salad together at a fancy restaurant. I just went on a date with Miranda. Let's go. All right.
Sure.
Day 3, where are we going? Set up the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Dodgeball was my favorite day in gym class in high school, and middle school, and elementary school. It would probably happen once a year because the teachers didn't understand that the kids want dodgeball. But man, was it fun that day that we got to have it. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. I better get some charm or fun bonus for that. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Let's go. Miranda's here. Miranda's back. Woe is me, alas and alack a day. Miranda throwing a hissy fit? Must be Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Oh my god. Still, what else are you gonna do? Study? Absolutely not. Oh, don't mind me. I'm simply enduring the most horrible injustice to happen to anyone ever. Oh, that sounds kind of serious. You shan't believe such cruelty could happen at our own school, but today, Miss the Loch Ness Monster told me that I shall be receiving a B+ in her class. Look at that pout. You know what I like? Pouty faces. I like Miranda even more now. I am all in on the Miranda train. A B+, and all because I seldom attended. Does she not understand the importance of my daily royal manicures? Fucking Miss Loch Ness Monster, come on. Have some freaking compassion for Miranda. You think she wants to just spend all this time getting manicured? This is her duty. Such a horrid grade will surely cause father to cease paying for my seahorse insurance as punishment, and then how shall suitors call upon me? I'm right here, Miranda. Oh, the tragedy. If only someone knew of a way I could, I don't know, perhaps break into Principal Giant Spider's office, access his private computer, and alter my grade? Stick a web of flies outside the principal's office. When he goes out to eat, we sneak in to cheat. Burst into tears. Spiders hate tears. Nah, we go for the first one. Sneak in. This is a stealth mission. My ladies in waiting are expert lace makers. I'm sure they shall have no problem dropping everything in order to detain a variety of bugs. Indeed they don't, or are too terrified to object, and they create a giant, sticky, gooey web. Principal Giant Spider emerges to gorge on dung beetles that still smell of shit, which is apparently a thing that spiders like. You and Miranda sneak into his office, and using the skills you learned in Cyber Terrorism 101, hack into the files in no time. Wow, that's an interesting class. I'm gonna turn the audio up a little bit. It seems like it could be a little loud. All right. Oh, look at that. I have an A+. I guess I underestimated my own amazingness. I am very surprised by this development. You're welcome, Miranda. I suppose as long as we're here, I might as well fill this thumb drive with top secret school security footage. No reason. What else would you do in the principal's office? Come on. That seems on the level. Definitely don't ask my follow-up question, or don't ask any follow-up questions, but +3 charm. My smarts and charm are going way up. There we go.
Sure.
All right, day 4. 4 is my favorite number. I think we've been everywhere now, right? Actually, we might not have been to the library. All right, let's go there. Oh wait, yes, I think we did. That's where I sent the scam emails. That day you spent some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. What is this, Star Citizen? You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, so you keep only +2 money. Well, that's still an increase. You see Miranda, Vera, and Polly gathered around a table covered in books. Could they be studying? No way. Miranda. Miranda. I hereby call this meeting of the boss-ass bitches to order. I've gathered all prior school yearbooks so we have a clear list of everyone we're better than.
Always the same with you.
Wow, what a great use of your time. Fuck off. This is why you're not in the boss bitch gang. Who said that? Oh great, it's the Coven. What are you 3 doing here? Studying? Because this is a library at a school? Spies, villains impersonating us? What? Don't you see, Vera? These 3 are obviously our evil twins. The middle one is mean and bossy like you. What are you talking about, Polly? We go to class with you. You would know if you 3 didn't spend all your time doing stupid and mostly illegal stuff. I won't fall for your tricks, evil Vera. Are you implying the original Vera isn't kind of evil herself? Well, she did talk bad about hentai, so I think they kind of have a point there. And look, Vera, the one on the right has glasses just like Polly. I need these to see. Yeah, okay. As if people need glasses to see. Look, do I have glasses? I can see just fine. Right? When I wear glasses, it's a fashion statement. Just look at me now. You looking? Boom. Look at that. I look totally different. I have a whole new vibe. And that's why I wear them. Yeah, okay, you don't need them to see. And see, she has dark skin. She's clearly dark Polly. Whoa, Polly, just no. Oh my goodness. Bitches is only one letter away from witches. That's a great point, Miranda. This is why I get smarter every time I talk to you. Good lord, say, would you three mind studying somewhere else? You're upsetting my minions. Never. Good grades are the backbone of a bright future. We need all this knowledge to save the world from the big bad. You're the big bad. Get out of here and let me focus on Miranda. Oh boy, if you don't figure out a way to get the coven out of here, you might have to break up a brawl. Any ideas? Whip out your rooster. Witches hate roosters. Chop up all the study tables with a big axe. Because then you can use the wood logs as a base for fire and burn the witches at the stake. I mean, naturally, that's what would happen to these horrible witches, right? I don't know if witches actually hate roosters. I sure hope rooster isn't a euphemism for something, because then Miranda might hate me. And I don't want that. But I feel like they're going to get annoyed if I just chop up the study tables, too. How are they supposed to have their meeting without their table? Your logic seems sound. Thank you. I thought about that long and hard. I'm going to whip out the rooster. No. Get that filthy cock away from us. Oh my god. Good thinking! Witches are repelled by the rooster as it's a symbol of the dawn. Obviously, they don't like the sun. No, roosters are just mean and we don't want to catch any disease. Fine, we're leaving. That's even more proof that there are evil twins. See, I love... Oh my goodness. I love cocks and, Really? Do you? This writing is wild. Yeah, this is something else, but that's why I'm saying, like, I saw this on Steam. I looked at it for a few minutes. I saw a few lines like this. I was like, this looks hilarious. So I have to buy it. And it was on sale for like $3. I mean, for $3, why not? And there's a whole series. There's this game with a ton of routes, apparently. There's a DLC. There's a second and third game. I think there was a spin-off one, or maybe there was a fourth. I feel like there were 4. Or maybe the DLC was the 4th. So I think there's a lot of Monster Prom that could potentially be coming in the future. I too love animals. As we say in my kingdom, the chicken is the tuna of the land. That makes sense, because we say that tuna is the chicken of the sea. Alright, they're gone. You can put your cock away. I don't know if I want to. Though you did use him quite skillfully. Ver is so impressed, she lets you sit in on the first meeting of the boss-ass bitches. Sorry. Please don't beat me up for saying it wrong while looking at me and calling me a pathetic piece of shit. You all throw so much shade, your rooster decides it's nighttime and goes to sleep. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Very successful day. Noon. Alright.
Sure.
Where's Miranda? Oh, she's sitting with this fucking guy. Alright. Let's just go. No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It's a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the ice cream wizard. Charming and intelligent, what more could you ask for? Frankenleo is dripping with Liz. Frankenleo Rizz. That's my name. Yes. I need to keep this Rizz up and make Miranda mine. He's here, I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like. I don't like you. Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice during the hour of the ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "Dish shit magic" painted on the side. Ugh, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate boomstick? What about fear of death, a frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try, if only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I've ever faced. Try the sugar-basted Prince Lips? Beat him up and take his ice cream? You know, she'd probably like that, because she's genocidal. But I don't want to beat up the ice cream man. I'd feel a little bit mean doing that, so I'm gonna say the sugar-basted Prince Lips. Ah, we got a heart, we got a heart. But of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. I'm your prince. Look at me. I can't really make a kissy face, can I? Anyway, I'm your prince. Why not cut out the middleman? Prince Lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to me. Fuck off. If you cuck me right now, I will kill you. I will kill you. What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well. Gee, thanks. But Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-basted Prince Lips. Oh my. I can taste the enchantment already. Miranda finishes the Prince Lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold and she invites you to help warm them up. We can't stop winning. Let's fucking go. I didn't get any bonus points for that. What the heck?
Sure.
All right. Well, that was good. That was good. All right. All right. Let's hit the bathrooms. We haven't been there in a while. Skip class and hang out the bathrooms. You tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That's a little extreme. That monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 boldness anyway for saying that. Nice. You're chilling in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for co-ed bathrooms. Get out of here, Damien. Oh my god. 2 scenes in a row, you're fucking getting in my way. Everything's going great and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noise. Oh snap. It's Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor. Not Crazy Martin. Damn, we're done. If I get caught skipping class again, they're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Please get caught. Or even worse, they'll make me come in on a Saturday. Oh, this is bad, and I didn't bring my champion who would fight to the death to defend my honor. What can we do? Seems like they're both waiting for me to do something. But how do you scare a werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and make yourself as big as possible? Or play dead until he goes away? You know? Coincidentally, I was reading an article about the different types of bears and how different ones have different things that you need to do to make them ignore you. Brown bears, I believe. Okay, I might be mixing up brown and black bears. One of them, you need to make yourself as big as possible. You know, like stand up, raise your arms, like scream, stomp your feet, like make a lot of noise and look big. I'm feeling like that's the brown bears. And they're wimps. Like they don't like it, so they run away. Black bears would fuck you up. But they're not really interested if you play dead. So those are the ones where you would want to play dead. And then polar bears will just fuck you up no matter what. You're not winning. You're not escaping. You're dead. And that's that. So this kind of depends what a werebear is. Are they a black bear or a brown bear? I'm going to make myself as big as possible. Maybe I'll impress Miranda with my size. You puff out your cheeks, stuff a bunch of toilet paper in your shirt, and wave your arms in the air. Crazy Martin has no idea what the hell is happening. He thinks he's having a flashback to Nam. As Martin flees the bathroom, Damien puts a hand on your shoulder. That was stupid as hell, but you sure scared him to death. Stupidity plus bravery is my favorite mix. You're rad. I didn't want to make you happy. Yes, that was superb. For a moment, you scared me too. So convincing. Nice. You're my knight. Didn't I say earlier in this stream that I was going to be your knight in shining armor? Now it's come true. Isn't a werebear a human who turns into a bear? So maybe neither. Oh no, I read the message before it showed up on the chat on the screen. Perks of having it slightly ahead. I would believe that, yeah, a werebear must be a human who turns into one. So you probably could have won with either choice there. Defeating a werebear with nothing more than toilet paper. That's something to remember. You gain +2 boldness and +1 creativity. Alright. Week 5.
Sure.
Let's hit outdoors. Start another half-hour rave. Cool. At one point, Juan the small magical Latino cat slips on a banana peel and you start to laugh at him. Classic Juan moment. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! All my stats are over 10 except creativity. You notice Polly bent over her phone while Miranda tries to peek over her shoulder. Miranda. Yes. Yes. Something really interesting must be going on Polly's phone. When you get closer, you see that Polly's just on horny dating app again, swiping right on everybody. Polly. I'm right here. You don't need to swipe right. I know I want Miranda, but you can have a little bit too. I don't mind. You're my number 2. Miranda seems entranced, though, and a little worried. Don't betray me, Miranda. What did you say this was called again? Horny dating app. And it's an app for finding true love? Sure.
Oh, how
But
majestic.
I never knew. I've spent countless hours going to royal balls and kissing frogs and pretending to be in a magical slumber. When I could simply have been using this app. Don't use it, Miranda. You have me. I just mostly use it for Oh, Polly. Okay. What are these dick pics? Tokens of affection? Oh, alas, to be so far behind in my quest for love. Only me, Miranda. Only look in my eyes. No dick pics. Only me. I'm 19 years old, practically an old maid, and only now learning of this? Oh, how will I ever make up for lost time? Don't worry, I'll coach you in the mysterious ways of horny dating app. You'll have a whole harem in no time. You still don't have horny dating app? Why should you worry about having horny dating app when you can actually own horny dating app? Why don't you just buy the entire company? Well, I'm gonna go with that, because if I go with the first one, I'm getting cucked. And I don't want that. Okay? It's okay if it's not me. But not when it's me. So you should buy it. Not so smart? What the fuck do you mean? I'll solve this problem just like Daddy solves all his problems, by spending money on it. Once I've purchased horny dating app, true love will surely find me. I'm right here. Oh man, look at this message I just got. I want to put plastic wrap on your chest and that... Wow. What on earth does that mean? This is why you shouldn't be on the app, Miranda. True love.
Disgusting.
That doesn't sound like true love at all. Perhaps horny dating app is not so beautiful and chaste after all? Nope.
Disgraceful.
How could you let me believe that it was? Both of you, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm not planning to be ashamed of myself until after I meet up with the person who sent you that. Polly, what the hell are you into? I'm pretty non-judgmental, but that's one of the things where you... Oh my goodness. Polly... There's being open-minded, and then there's that. Miranda storms off in disgust. You also storm off in disgust. Everyone is disgusted. You lose -2 fun and -1 charm. Fuck, man. I haven't lost points since the very first thing I made, and I just made Miranda disgusted. It's alright, I still have time to earn it back.
Sure.
Miranda. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. Why does Damien keep showing up with Miranda? I don't like it. So this one is for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
Yeah, disgraceful, you fucking idiot, Damien. What? Do you even have a brain in that red head of yours? God. This is the butter dagger. It would be so unseemly to use it on me. So what am I supposed to use this scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it's customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all. That tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That's usually how it's done in the kingdom, yeah. That or poison. That's ridiculous. Yo, you there, which knife would you use to kill a guy? And don't say the fish knife. Obviously the fish knife. I need to make Miranda happy. Mm-hmm. I said not to, but you said... I'll show you which knife is used for murder? Damien. That's not very nice. Damien picks up the big scary knife he wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Yes, defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. It's because I'm fighting for Miranda, Damien. The power of love is way stronger than whatever you were just trying to flaunt there. Fuck me, I guess the fish knife really is the best for murder after all. One must never doubt a princess in terms of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you with her napkin as a token. I will keep that napkin forever. It's my family heirloom.
Sure.
Damien seems like the guy with a couple holes in his wall. He sure does. Got a little bit of an anger issue. Set up the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. Come on. But afterwards, while conveying to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music instead. You start singing, and suddenly everyone joins you in a kick-ass musical number. Unfortunately, I can't sing, but I'm glad that my character can sing. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing with totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over, so you still get +2 creativity. Miranda? Miranda, oblivious to everything, approaches me weeping.
Disgraceful.
What happened? What happened, Miranda? The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown and King Kraken no longer sits on the throne of gold and baby skulls? This is a big deal. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. Obviously, King Kraken would never do that. Seriously? Damn revolutionaries. What is this, France? So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him, same thing. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Oh, just keep it on the DL, Miranda. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up in the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought. I'm inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of good King Kraken? Don't worry, I have some good ideas. Duh. Replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army a few months ago, and I still have the plans. Give all your subjects belly rubs. Fishes love belly rubs. Can I give Miranda a belly rub if I pick this? Or would she not let me? But I feel like she wouldn't want mindless robots. But if they don't love belly rub, she's not going to like this answer. Would she want... She calls them peasants and serfs, you know? Like, is she going to want to touch people she calls peasants and serfs to give them belly rubs? Belly rub. I gotta go belly rubs. Just in the off chance I can give her a belly rub.
How majestic.
But it says not so charming. The horror, the plane could not have gone more wrong. No. Don't make me lose Miranda in the end. I can't lose my rizz now. You see, to avoid the drudgery of rubbing bellies myself, I conscripted 100,000 serfs to do it for me. But when the serfs saw the quantity of work facing them, I can hardly bring myself to say it, unionized. Oh my god, not the unions. Imagine how I must have felt imprisoning all those serfs. Some of them were my very favorites. Well, as father says, a princess must take responsibility for making other people take responsibility for her mistakes.
Disgraceful.
What I mean to say is I blame you for this. Oh no. When some of the serfs escape from prison a few days later, they blame me. The beating they give me saps me of -2 boldness and -1 fun. Damn. It's alright, I still have at least 10 boldness. Come on. I can still woo Miranda.
Sure.
This is my last day. Alright, let's hit up the gym. There's another epic dodgeball match. I decide to raise the stakes by betting part of my charm against part of the other team's charm. The commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. I need all the charm I can get to keep Miranda. Speak of the devil, I run into Miranda accidentally. It's clumsy yet kinda cute and romantic. For a second you suspect she rehearsed it. Hi, it's so funny running into you here, and she's blushing. Guys, I'm in. Just don't fuck it up on the final day. Oh no, she can't hold that against you. It was a pretty good idea. I agree, Master. I'm a little disappointed that she blamed me, but I'll let it slide because she's cute. So random. Anyway, I've been wondering. I get my weekly allowance today, but I can't come up with anything fun to do. It's not much, just 1 million, but perhaps we could come up with something. Together? Yeah, together. All right. Something practical and yet amusing. A purge of your political opponents. I'd like to know more about you. Let's hire peasants to sing your story. I feel like she'll like both of these. Kind of a you can't lose no matter what you pick type of question. Hopefully, considering I lost previously. Do I want peasants to sing her story, or do I want to purge her political opponents? She's genocidal, so I'm gonna go with the purge. Haha, that's hard to do with 1 million, silly. I'm sorry. Although we can do a purge on a dime. We'll have to get creative. Enlist homeless spies. Bash dissidents with sticks. Oh, let's do it all night, with daggers while they sleep. Your first date and it's at night? Way to go. +2 boldness and +1 smart. All right. We get one more time of sitting with Miranda at lunch.
Sure.
Ah, she's with the girl who I want to beat me up. Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever you want at this school, apparently. When Miranda screams. Stop, don't drink that.
What?
Why not? The scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? Listen, Miri, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You're missing brisk iced tea. My drink of choice. Pretty good. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? Ugh, what do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you, you drink all her scotch, enraging Vera and delighting Miranda, or pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. Obviously, we delight Miranda. What are you doing? That bottle cost as much as the first Apollo mission. Anything for my girl, Vera. I'm sorry. How do you feel, Royal Taster? Are you poisoned? Well, you're not poisoned, but you're pretty fucking pretty fucking wasted. You give all the Mirandas you can see 2 big thumbs up. A job well done. Now Vera is sure to not be poisoned. Well, yeah, because there's no scotch left to be poisoned by. Don't listen to her. You did well. Come with me. I have some other beverages you simply must verify for safety. You spend the rest of the night getting wasted on expensive liquor at Miranda's place. Courtship never tasted so good. All right. Oh, one more location to choose and then picking my date.
Sure.
All right, let's go to class. That day, you learn a ton of spells that are as cool as they are useless. A spell to renew sticker stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. Oh, that's pretty evil. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that one and gain +2. Oh my word. What a wonderful, beautiful, exciting day. I hope someone can share in my joy. My great aunt sea monster Unholy Terror McCracken Faso Cthulhu has just received an award for her work with shipwrecks. She's now one of their leading causes. I want to send her my congratulations, but no one from the Postal Service will go near her lair for fear of their lives. You know, I do understand the postmen there. I respect mailmen. Delivering in all those shit condition days. Middle of summer, 100 degrees, sunny, sweating their ass off, delivering door to door. Middle of winter, 0 degrees with wind chill. Freezing their ass off, still delivering door to door. It's not a glamorous life, but they make it work. Oh, if only some brave hero would volunteer to deliver this important and time-sensitive missive. Let's hope Miranda says yes. How couldn't she have fallen for Rizz? You know, Master, I agree. I think I've put on quite a good show for Miranda, and I hope that she would agree with us. Why, is a letter of congratulations so time-sensitive, you ask? Well, it's because of, well, you see, it's that these are very special congratulations with instructions to do something congratulatory for herself, you know? Just get her the letter. There's something fishy about the request, but you never let that stop you. You come up with a foolproof plan. Hire Scuba, the underwater taxi service, to deliver the letter for you. Dynamite the toilet, dive into the sewer, and swim there yourself. I gotta do that. That's gotta impress Miranda. Not bold. Come on. Come on. I'm losing points on my last one. You grab the stick of dynamite you won from Damien in multiplayer solitaire and head to the bathroom. Using all the finesse of a rhino with a sledgehammer, you blow that motherfucking toilet to bits and dive in head first. Unfortunately, some monster was enjoying the cafeteria food a little too much and the toilet's clogged. Well, it was clogged. Now it, and its delicious contents, are plastered all over the walls, the ceiling, and especially me. You call Crazy Martin in to clean this mess up, but he seems to think this is on you. Culpability-wise, as well as literally. Miranda finds you scrubbing half-digested ravioli out of the floor tiles, her letter totally lost in the carnage. I mean this both in reference to your physical stench and your performance as a friend. You stink. Harsh words coming from Miranda. You lose -2 charm and -1 fun. I hope that didn't cost me my date with her. That would be real sad. Who will I ask to prom? Miranda. Yes.
Sure.
finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Disgusting!
What? I think of you as a brother? Actually, we royalty are very into incest, so let me correct that. Oh, I don't need to be sad now. Let's go. Sweet home Alabama. Oh my god. Just because I'm a Frankenstein? You have something against me? I fucking busted my ass for the last hour and a half, and you just call me unattractive. After all that time, I must decline.
Disgusting!
You can't see it on the screen, but I just unlocked an achievement called Epic Loser. Chat. I see the no. I see the you gotta be kidding me. I see the skull face. There's no way that just happened. I agree. What the fuck just happened, Miranda? What the actual hell? What? What? What did I do to deserve that? Now I'm just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to Monster Prom. I must not have had enough charm. It's as weird and sad as it sounds. Oh my god. 34 endings, 422 events, 1,514 outcomes? Leo, most likely to marry a zebra. Maybe she likes money, who knows with royalty. That's true. Could be. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. That's so nice. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete who he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy business. But no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try and stop Vera Oberlin? For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I was moving so fast, the tracking. Am I not allowed to jam out to the song? My tracking refuses to follow me? That's a crazy amount of ending, so much gameplay. I agree. Clearly, we can get a lot of mileage out of this game, especially for $3, and considering there's 3 more games in the series. The music is really good too. Yeah, this song is pretty solid. Hold up, I recognize some of these. I saw Sungwon Cho? What? ProZD was in here? I saw Christina V and Jacksepticeye showed up at some point. Wow, well. That was fun. I feel like I need to do another run. I want to actually get a date. Go for Polly this time and just be a fucking degenerate the entire time. Thanks for playing. Thanks for making the game. Dev's putting thank you for playing is always a nice little bonus in the credits. Monster Road Trip. There's Monster... Okay, yeah, so there's Monster Prom, which is what I'm playing. There's Monster Road Trip. There's Monster Prom, like, second semester, which I think is the DLC to this. There's Monster Camp. Alright. Another one. I need to get a date. When we were young and afraid. Yeah. I wonder, like, because she also said I'm unattractive. I wonder, is it all stat-based? Or could it also be that, like, if you play Frankenstein, like, you just can't get with Miranda? I don't know. Online. Yeah, Josh, this is actually... It can be a multiplayer game. You can play with up to 4 people, and I don't know exactly how it works, but it seems like maybe you're competing to get dates, or you're trying to steal dates from each other. But there's some aspect of, like, competition as you're all playing, because there's 4 characters, so I would assume, like, everybody picks one, and then they're all trying to get the dates. I saw, when I was looking the game up on YouTube, because I wanted to, like, just get an idea of, you know, how popular it was and what tags are being used and all that type of stuff. I saw that there was, like, a Niji-Sanji collab for it. I think it was, like, Alira, Scarl, Fulgur, and... Vare or Doppio? I forget which one. But those 4, they all played it together. Alright, I'm gonna be this guy this time. No, you know what? I'm gonna be her, because I said I liked her design the most at the start. I'm gonna be her. No. I'm gonna be the Frankenstein again. I gotta stick with my gut. My gut said Frankenstein at the start.
Yeah.
And we're gonna freaking get Polly. Because Miranda doesn't know what she's missing out on.
Huzzah!
Yeah, I already know who all of you are. Alright, Polly. Maybe Miranda's gay. Maybe. That's true. Frank and Leo returns. He deserves a second chance. He does. Everybody deserves a chance. So Frank and Leo is back. I wonder if the questions will be the same or if it's something else. I would imagine it must be a shit ton of questions and it just randomly picks some. Yeah, this is different. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, who would it do? Or what would it do? I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realize all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the panther viciously devours my enemy. Classic. Alright. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe levels of radiation over the course of several years. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. I'm gonna go with that one. That sounds pretty annoying. Charming. You bet I am. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks to the truth of your soul. Octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involve one or several octopi. Very diverse. Snowman, because that motherfucker is in the middle of a blizzard and he's fucking smiling. He doesn't give a fuck about blizzards and he has a kick-ass hat. Caucasian guy with a turban because fuck stereotypes. Diverse. Octopus. Polly will love that. So fun. Damn right. Damn right, Polly. I have so many appendages for you. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? 100 push-ups, that's the gym guy. Nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. That sounds like Miranda. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. That's the nerd. It's okay, we invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. That sounds like Miranda. Maybe this is Vare. I'll always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. That sounds like Miranda. I always party as if there was no tomorrow, so who cares? Now that's Polly. Yeah. Yeah. We are going all in on Polly. Literally and figuratively.
Sure.
Holy moly on the last answer. The writing on this game really does not hold back. All right, where are we gonna find Polly? Outdoors, partying. Start a half-hour rave. Yep, classic. There's like 300 people. Someone summons demons. This happened before. Gain +2 fun. Polly will love that. Later in the hall, Polly. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're starting off strong. Polly's already showing up. The flyers for an upcoming music festival, Howlapalooza. So we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yeah, don't fucking cuck me already, dude. You pissed me off with your opinion on hentai in the last one. And now you're trying to steal Polly from me? Look at her. Beautiful. Don't take her. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messer Chups and imagine a fucking dragon. I understand that this is Imagine Dragon, but I don't know who this is referencing.
So authentic.
Then at 3 a.m., I want to check out that guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 a.m., I wanted to go to McGriffin.
Cool.
I mean, it's a friggin' griffin that raps. Oh, MC Griffin. It's the hottest shit right now, Liam. You know the hottest shit right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artists I want to see, right? I do agree with Liam here.
Yes.
A griffin that raps, Liam? Oh my god. Don't you fucking know what... How could you not want to say the griffin that raps? Jesus. There should be a better way to decide this than repeating our choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love the loud, annoying tone. Classic Polly. Go ahead, don't be shy. Get into as much ayahuasca as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins gets to see their favorite artist live for an hour or two, but the one who loses will get to bitch about it until the end of time. This sounds more fun. This is up Polly's alley. Damn right. Dangerously high amounts of ayahuasca? You sure know how to charm a lady. I learned about that in high school. My English teacher was telling us about ayahuasca for some reason. I don't know if there was a reason, but he was. We're off to a good start with Polly here. That sounds problematic, fucking Liam. Come on. Isn't it like cultural appropriation or something? No. Don't worry, Liam. If we acknowledge it as cultural appropriation, then it's not that bad. It's called lampshading, and I do it all the time to avoid guilt. Yes. Also, the only thing I pretend to appropriate is a kick-ass, mind-blowing ayahuasca high. She's pumped. Not sure you're right, but alright, let's go with it. Actually, I've heard that's pretty hip. And by pretty hip, you mean the hottest shit right now, right? Oh, I love a good old ayahuasca night. I wonder what spirit animal will reveal itself to us. A coyote with a deep voice? A turtle full of wisdom? A jellyfish that's super into breakdancing? I like Polly's little dialogue box icon really personifies her. I agree. I love that. The expression with the sunglasses is pretty funny.
Classic.
I love the coyote one. He gives the best advice.
Not bad.
You got Paulina super hyped about this, and then she finds cacophony super funny when she's high, so I have a strong hunch we'll be seeing my thing. By all means, feel free to join us. You seem pretty clever, and you know how to manage our lovely, crazy ghost friend. You join them, and despite what you might have hoped for, it all happened off-game. But it was pretty rad, and you know what? In the end, you got the jellyfish who was super into breakdancing. +2 fun, +2 creativity. Alright. Come on.
Sure.
Fucking Damien. Alright, I don't know why you're with Polly, but... Strange, you could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it.
Hey, noob.
Psst, hey loser, down here.
Hey, boo!
It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here. Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls under the federal jurisdiction. International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mention it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal. That sounds pretty serious. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Just hide in the ghost zone, you know, that special alternate dimension only ghosts can use. Hide behind diplomatic immunity. I mean, you're both princes of hell, right? Ghost zone. Yeah, I don't care about you, Damien. I just want Polly to like me. Come on. I guess you should have thought of that before you spent all that time being alive, huh? Being alive isn't a choice. True. Well, okay, I don't have time to sit here and argue pro-life or pro-choice with you, my dude. See you in the ghost zone. You can't follow Poppy into the ghost zone, but from the way she winks at you before crossing over, looks like you're one step closer to the bone zone. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Me and Polly. All right.
Sure.
Nighttime. Where are we gonna find Polly? Probably in the bathroom.
Give me your money.
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize the person was there. I wasn't paying attention. So this is a shop. I just avoided it the whole time, but it's a shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. Ghost Zone seems pretty rad. Bone Zone even more so. I agree, Master. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength here. Alright, what do we got? A $0 thing. $5. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Motivational poster of Bob Ross. Some impractical funny glasses. That sounds like something Polly would like. Event. What? Blanket with 2 holes? A fake badass tattoo. Alright. A sexy fake Latin accent. Maybe that could be useful. A corpse. Oh. Hype station. Too poor for this. I feel like the sunglasses. Polly will, like, think that's great.
Later, Gator.
We got some impractical yet funny glasses. Why couldn't I get the free present too?
Sure.
Alright, well I guess we'll go to the bathroom now. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms. Damn right. Gain +2 boldness. Might need that with Polly. Scott and Polly pull you aside, one of them each holding your arms. Whatever's going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. We need your help, bro. Bro. The midterm for AP jump scares is coming up tomorrow, and we're so underprepared. You can jump scare me anytime, Polly. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled up the textbook and smoked it. Yeah, you never know. I ate my homework. Yep, just ingest it, inhale it, somehow get the knowledge into your brain. My personal favorite is putting the book under your pillow before you go to bed, and then you sleep on it, and the knowledge gets absorbed into your brain through your pillow while you sleep, so you just wake up and you know it. That's how I passed college. Gotta cheat, bro. You just need to figure out how to do it without messing with the teacher, or with messing with the teacher. Either way, if you can help us, we'd be super grateful. I like how he's always sewing. That's a good skill. How he keep damaging his hoodie, though? Good question. That's all the incentive you need. You hook them up with your ultimate cheating technique. Take the test like normal, then use this time machine to go back and change the answers. Write on the answers on the teacher's face. He'll never see them there. Then you have to stare at the teacher, though. It's suspicious. I like the time machine one. See, I told you Leo would have a time machine. Polly reluctantly hands Scott $5. Damn, Scott, you are good at guessing when people have time machines. Guess you've just got an incredible sense of timing. Yes, incredible sense of timing. Come on, let's grab this time machine and go screw up causality. Damn, I didn't want fucking Scott to fall in love with me. Whatever. It didn't at least make Polly go down. That's what counts.
Sure.
Where's Polly? There, oh, fucking Polly and Scott together again. Come on. They're crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts.
Hey, bro.
Desserts. Thanks, Brosif. Or thank Brosif you're here, bro. Come on. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam gelatinous dessert cup. Why do I keep saying desert? Dessert cups. We're going for the jelly prize. What would that be? The lucky winners of
Yes.
1 free jelly dessert. Yes! 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 Right now we're stuck. We only got 99. We need one more, Scott. I know, math is hard. 100 minus 99. I fucking mess it up all the time. You'll get it someday. You'd give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at a bird person that you hate. Guess you gotta make a choice. Steal the final jelly dessert from the jelly dessert factory, or make like a puppy dog and beg. All things are sweeter when achieved through pity. Stealing it sounds fun. Polly will like that. Damn right. But isn't stealing wrong? Sorry, Scott. You want your free prize or not? Beggars can't be choosers. That's a myth, like hangovers in the afterlife.
What?
But if the afterlife isn't real, why are you a ghost? It's no time for metaphysics, Scott. Come on. We got a heist to plan. We don't have time to fucking talk about the afterlife and all of the philosophy behind it. Sports is mostly about stealing. Steal bases in baseball. Steal the ball in basketball.
It's party time.
Steal the puck in hockey. One fake bus, one real woolly mammoth, and a brutal running gun battle later, you finally secure an illicit jelly cup, which you turn in along with your 99 other jelly cups for 1 free jelly cup. Scott's upset, so I split it with Polly. Hell yeah. I can split Polly too, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Alright, let's head to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you a figurative blowjob. My second of the night. Hell yeah. My performance will be remembered. I get +2 creativity. Damn, I have 17 fun. Scott's here. Where's fucking Polly? I don't want Scott. Don't put me on his route. We have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can just consume it with your nose. It's called cocaine. Yeah, cocaine. That sounds fun. If only there were a drink that used that anyway to make it easier to ingest. That totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink, which definitely means it's cutting edge. 50% energy drink, 50% protein powder, 100% raw power, bro. God damn it with these crazy pranks, but before you can do anything, Scott has snorted all the coke. Scott. I'm a good voice actor, aren't I? And he's gone full wolf mode. Now he's basically unleashed and destroying everything. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Use your vast knowledge of aromatherapy. Give him some lavender-scented cocaine to neutralize the regular scented cocaine and relax him. Or give him a flashy fidget spinner. He's gotta get distracted by the fidget spinner. Stops wreaking havoc and he stares at it. It's so spinny. Reverts to his normal self. Because everyone knows that cocaine triggers a werewolf transformation, but fidget spinners can cancel it because I'm a fucking genius. Of course. Of course I know that. Everybody else hopefully knows that too. Bad etiquette on Scott's part. I agree. Should be a little more considerate of when you go werewolf mode. It's like a very safe and friendly shuriken. Can I keep it? Sure. Scott flees. +2 charm, +1 smarts. Alright. Charm is good. I got a charm Polly. She'll probably say no because she'd rather just have a whole harem. But I'm gonna shoot my shot anyway.
Sure.
Alright, let's go to the library. That day you spent some time on the library's PC, mining some bitcoins. Using the school's power to do it, of course. Don't want to use my own. Solves algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. Yeah, I took a cryptocurrency class in college. That shit's way too complicated for my tiny little ant brain. So much theories and algorithms and equations. Ugh. Ugh. Interesting. Way too complicated. Yeah, nobody has any fucking idea how that works. Of course not. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. But it's unfortunately equal to 2 monster dollars, so you just get $2. Afterwards, you're considering sitting down to use the library to study books, but then you realize that's insane. Stop showing me Scott. I want Polly. What the fuck?
Hey, bro.
Sex Kitten 69. Yeah. Whew. Now this is going to be a good conversation. I met her when the internet kindly asked me if I wanted an adult friend in my area. And I thought, sure, why not? Everyone needs an adult friend to explain things like taxes and mortgages. Crypto is out of my intelligence and price range. I completely agree. I, however, will never forgive myself for my greatest mishap of my money buying, purchasing, investing career when very early on in COVID, when Bitcoin was absolutely tanking, I bought like 1/6 of a Bitcoin. So that was back when it was worth like $6,000. I bought 1/6, so I put like 1,000 in. Because it's COVID, you know, you're not really spending money on anything, so I was just cashing paychecks from work. So I was like, why not put some money in Bitcoin? Because it's, you know, it's tanking. I thought, well, it's gonna go up, I'll make some money. So then, the price of Bitcoin, like within a day, drops another 1,000, goes down to 5,000. I'm like, fuck, man. Bitcoin's gonna go to 0. What was I doing? So I just panic withdraw. So since I only had 1/6, I lost like, I don't know, $150 or something. But I was like, all right, I got out before it hit the bottom. At least that's good. And then I kind of stopped paying attention to crypto and stocks and stuff, and somebody at work starts talking about Bitcoin, and he's like, oh, you know, it went over 50K or something. I don't remember the number. I was like, 50K. Hold up a second. I had 1/6 of a Bitcoin, and I bought it at 6K, and then I sold it at 5K. If I didn't panic sell like an idiot, and I held it, and it went up to 50K, that's like 8 timesing my money. I would have made $7,000. But instead I panic sold and I lost 150. I will never forgive myself. Ever. All right. Well, that was a depressing story. But it was a learning lesson. Back to trying to get Polly if Scott would stop showing up. So at first I had to pay for Sex Kitten to hang out with me and tell me about the IRS, but as we became friends, she stopped charging me, and now we just chat a couple times a week. That's nice. Of course, that means she's spending time with me for free when she could be making money. Oh, I know. She said that for other people, her show is less financial advice and more performance, usually nude. Oh boy, that's why her name is Sex Kitten 69. That sucks. Sorry about the loss. It's really hard to hold the bag when it's that bad, especially with anxiety. Yeah, I mean, it was 100. You know, it's not like I couldn't afford the loss. It's more of like I look back on it and I think it's kind of funny that well, I mean, it wasn't funny, but it's like I'm not like upset about it. I use it as more of a funny story than anything. But yes, being anxious about it just going lower and losing more and overthinking it. Overthinking is my biggest vice, so not surprised I reacted the way I did. So reverse stripping, seeing how many clothes you can put on, or car chases. I'm gonna go with car chases. Nice, fun's gonna go up. You leave them to their planning. The next time you run into Scott, he's super happy. Usually they talk privately, but she invited me to witness her first big group show with your concert. It was incredible. Car chases are so exciting, and she managed to be in a car chase while taking her clothes off, and she was the one driving. By the time she caught up to the jewel thieves, she was down to just her underpants, and they were sparkly. And then she took those off too and had the thieves arrested and collected the reward money from her naked car chase cam show. She wanted you to take a cut of it. Oh yeah. +2 money, +1 charm. Alright, can I stop getting Scott? Give me Polly.
Sure.
Alright, Polly's not with Scott this time. They're eating. Oh, yum yum, I sure do love food and eating. Look at all this food go in me. The cafeteria Sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Sloppy Joe is really good. I haven't had one in a long time now that I think about it. Finally, you notice the cause of the absurdity. A well-dressed businesswoman sitting at the next table watching them intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic. Yes, my eating is so erotic. Kind of seemed like Scott was flexing that he got it first. Come on, Scott. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Oh. They're being paid to just eat. This guy is like food fetish or something. Is that not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I've searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. That's very unique, but it's nice and harmless. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snake-headed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was gonna do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money, this is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would the wiser choice be on my part? The ghost, for sure. Polly love. Yes, get Scott out of here, give me Polly. You're from the future, you guessed it. Ah. That's right, I am a scientist from the future. Written all nicely in my lore. I might be going into it blind, but if I can see the future, then that makes it a little less blind. The businessman nods thoughtfully. You know, you're right. Never before have I believed so fully that someone was actually eating real food. Yep, that's me eating real food with my real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing. The food is falling right through her body. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. That's right, in and out. I hate you for other, more private reasons. Oh, man. What? Sorry, can't hear you. You're too busy eating real food. You team up with Polly to make her eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. Wow. Alright. Can you give me Polly instead of Scott? Please.
Sure.
Let's see. Set up the auditorium. I'm not that good. You summon the devil and make a deal to enhance my creativity. But I also lose -3 years of my life. Ah. It's alright, I'm only alive for 6 weeks in this game. Fucking Scott. I don't want you. Looks sadder than he's ever been. Coach kicked you off the team? Damn. How was I supposed to know that the new cocaine power drink contained cocaine? Man, you know, it's real unfortunate how that happens sometimes. The rules are rules, and apparently doing a bunch of cocaine is against the rules. Fucking rule makers, come on. Life without sports. Please help me figure out a way to get back on the team. The only question is how. Spike the punch with coke on prom night. If the whole team's on coke, coach has to let you play. Or all you have to do is convince that cocaine is a good thing. A little hands-on demonstration couldn't hurt. Which one will make Scott not like me? I need to get back to Polly. I'm sorry, Scott. You're a nice guy. You're my favorite of the guys. But I'm here for Polly, not Scott. Demonstrate. Double down. Coach already said no. Just do it again. There we go. Not so charming. You want me to go to Coach, the guy who kicked you off the team for doing cocaine? You want me to say, hey, cocaine isn't bad. Here, do it with me? Hell yeah, it is. Hey, Scott, is giving cocaine to Coach a bad idea? Yes, it is, Scott. It would make you a Damien. Yeah, fuck Damien. You lose -2 smarts and -1 charm. Well, I didn't want to lose stats. I just wanted Scott to not like me.
Sure.
I wish there was a way to figure out where she was. Let's go to class. Get some of my smarts back. Polly, there we go. All right, we're back on the Polly train. We see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. We rush to help her. I just got my 97th hey as an opening line on horny dating app. Getting hey is always annoying. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hey? Hey? What am I supposed to do with hey? Yeah, hey is for horses. Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a fierce dick pic? These guys are not versed in online dating, obviously, Polly. I will help you. People are just copy-pasting hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person? If you read the horny dating app profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me? You're beautiful. Are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. That one. Hell yeah, drugs! Yeah. That's a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs. You wake up an indiscriminate amount of time later feeling like shit, but happy about it. So like unicorn shit where it's rainbow or something. When you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic and it's clear something went down. Maybe one of you? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey there, cutie patootie. I had the best time the other night. We should really do this again. And I mean all of it, even that zoo animal style stuff. Come on, I said I'm not a furry. You left a couple things at my place. I put them outside your locker. With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing you left behind. But when you open the box marked Leo, all you see are a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving Bresky pigeon. Neither of those things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think you're lame. Apparently, when she said zoo animal stuff, she meant stealing a bird. Come on. So it seems like maybe you guys didn't do so much have sex, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you, so hell yeah. You go home with a huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs and the last surviving, whoops, what was left of the last surviving pigeon. You should be more careful. Irrelevant, you've gained Polly's admiration, and +2 charm and +1 fun. Alright. Hopefully we're back on the Polly train now.
Sure.
Let's go sit with Polly again. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you'd say it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Leo. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. That's another one that I don't really understand. Getting off on giving money to people. Oh well, I guess.
Yeah!
It's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish, too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Yeah, same. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, it's not sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow stops, and being handed everything on a platter. It's almost boring? Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, though, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great, but I want to start making money. And I think money's fine, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like they're at a crossroad. Maybe a random bystander can give him a nudge. Whatever Polly says. Tell him to marry a llama. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yes. That is everything to me. And I will do everything to make you my prom date after Miranda fucking said I was ugly. But you don't care. I actually had a dream just like that. But it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same, so not very similar. You're a legal law firm. Damn, Vera. I'm texting the slave right now telling him to go marry a llama. He's already typing. Leo, you would never believe this. The financial slave has been talking to a llama for a few months now through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment phobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows it's because he was just scared of being hurt. Polly is a force of pure chaos, chaotic neutral incarnate. That is a apt description. Fun chaos. Not fun chaos. I would not get along with someone like her in real life, just because I'm so not into taking risk and introverted and quiet. But in a game, that's different. It's taking it as a sign to commit to the llama. They're going to get married right now. Damn. Isn't that the sweetest love story you ever heard? Don't worry, we'll be a sweeter one. Yeah, that's right. Maybe we'll have a love story of our own.
Sure.
All right. Let's hit the bathrooms. You want the world to know how reckless you are, so you do some graffiti. Cool. The graffiti says, "I'm bold as fuck, bro." Turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. A deep voice resounds and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a little bold. +2 boldness. That's an opinionated wall. You notice Polly staring at her phone with an uncharacteristic intensity. She usually looks much happier while sorting through dick pics. Better investigate.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. I'm just checking out information on possible afterlives. Like, I'm not going to spend my time as a high school student for all eternity. Who does that? I've collected some pamphlets from various afterlives, and I'm looking into the pros and cons of every option. It's such a big decision, you know? Could affect the rest of my afterlife. You know anyone who went to any of these afterlives? Which one would you be into? A soft and enveloping cloud in the sky made of hundreds of adorable, fluffy, precious, tiny, perfect kittens. Or nothingness. I don't think she would like nothingness. She needs, stimulation.
Yes.
Yas! 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 That was a lot of yasses right there. The maximum yas possible, the yassest. It's amazing because you know what the biggest complaint about kittens is? That they're perfect, adorable balls of fluffy cuteness armed with tiny knives, which they have no problem jamming into people. You know who can't feel the pain? You. Ghosts, bitches! I can literally roll around on a cloud of kittens and feel nothing except their tiny, fluffy softness. I'm definitely going to work on my essay for Cloud Kitten World. Maybe something along the lines of why I deserve to snuggle cats because of that one time I pity fucked a werepanther. Wow. I would read that. Maybe I can get you to write my letter of recommendation? Fingers and tiny furry paws crossed that I can get in, and hope to see you there one day. Yeah. Spend our afterlives together? Mm-hmm. Did Polly just say that she hopes I die? Well, if it's to reunite, I guess that's probably fine. Aren't you just dying to take her to Monster Prom? Yes, I am. You gain that terrible joke to use again later. +2 creativity and charm. Hell yeah.
Sure.
All right. Let's hit up, go to the gym. An epic dodgeball match. Give my inspirational speech. Gonna get some charm. Yep. Hell yeah. Hanging out with Polly afterwards. Oh boy, this outfit. I'm gonna end stream in a sec. She's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when suddenly, what the fuck is this guy? Never fear, my lady. I'll save you from this lascivious cretin. Ugh, it's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block my metaphorical cock. Fucking bitch. Whoa, you're so sparkly in those tearaway... Are those tearaway pants? Sadly, they're not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. Well, I'm persistently on fleek. I died on fleek, and so am cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek. I haven't heard on fleek in like 8 years. It is this exact on fleekness which I seek, for you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours.
Whoa.
What? Ours? Don't fucking cuck me, dude. This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. Throw a party so dope Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. Or marry the prince yourself right now. Sex lasers. You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started. Great Zorblins of Norlaxia! I did not know you had such sick parties in this dimension.
It's Polly time!
Yeah, boy. This school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics. Particle physics. I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you have over there in Snooze Dimension, but here at Spooky High School, we have sex with coherent light. Can you have sex with light? I'm truly humbled by the heartiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it is a total party wasteland. Yeah, get out of here, nerd. Don't even notice the prince leaving because I'm too busy humping a laser. +2 boldness, +1 fun. Good shit. All right. Day 5. Where's Polly? Oh man, this guy's freaking here. Polly and Scott.
Prank Masters!
The Prank Masters. Prank Master Howl and Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. How come you get to be chairman? Well, which of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? That's true. But you could throw chairs because you're ripped. Alright. What if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? Doesn't seem like it. I've been waiting all my life for an opportunity like this. The ultimate food prank. Eat somebody else's food like a good boy, or replace all the food with chairs. This one's definitely the Polly answer. Yas! Yas! You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs. But I've never heard Coach say that. Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say? Alright, just be a chair. Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable looking shape, but he seems happy. Exactly like that. Now up you go. He is a chairman. Or her affection with me? That's right. Alright, we seem to be making good progress here with,
Sure.
with Polly. Let's head to the library.
Hey, stranger.
Shouldn't you be out trying to romance a classmate? A tampon used by the former prom queen. Wow. I want the mystery box.
Later, Gator.
Mind control lessons. Ooh. A little saucy. Seems like that would be good for Miranda, though, because it mentions
sure.
serfs. Unfortunately, that means no. All right, let's head to the library again. Got my start kicker. I'm going to get +2 money. All right. Suddenly, you hear the elegant gurgling sound of water trumpets. Miranda is about to issue a royal decree. Where's Polly?
Bow to Miranda Vanderbilt.
Fuck yeah, you're awesome at speaking casually. Let's do this. Now that we're speaking casually, I really wanted to tell you about the event of the season. Not prom. I mean the event for poor people. I mean the Royal Winter Surf Party mandatory celebration festivity of surfly service. That sounds like one hell of a party. Interesting, mind control has a lot of uses. It does. Polly better say yes to me for prom, because if she doesn't, you know, I'm moving my fingers around, but you can't see it. Mind control. Then I'll make her come to prom with me. My serfs and I are total BFFs, so I've decided to throw them a party to celebrate their lifelong mandatory service to the Royal Vanderbilts. And since I love my serfs so much, this party must be the absolute best. So I'll have my serfs build an underwater grand hall for the celebration. Should take about 12 days of non-stop back-breaking labor. That's nothing. Plus, we'll need decorations for the party, so I'll have some serfs get dressed up and tie themselves to the wall. Hell yeah. And we don't want any of them missing, so we'll have to issue a decree. Serfs are no longer allowed to have families. That makes sense. I'm the most generous princess of all time, but of course, I don't want you to think I'm spoiling them, so I'll need your mind control glasses just to make sure we don't have any serfs insisting that they value their families or anything. I give my mind control tape. Damn. I guess I can't mind control Polly now. You stand this watery bay. I feel like singing. Suddenly, an adorable eel pops out of her purse. That's a great idea, Princess Miranda. Let's sing. She starts belting, and the eel starts singing back up. Wow, it has great harmony. The seaweed is always greener in a democratic state, but my loyal serfs all love my exceedingly high tax rates. Under my rule, under my rule. Surflings know better. They'll serve me forever. Now go eat your gruel. She can spit some bars, damn. What a charming tune.
You're amazing.
You have the prettiest singing voice in the whole world. My execution serfs made sure that no one in the country was a better singer. Now let me introduce my song serf, Mr. Feel the Eel.
Mr. Feel the Eel.
All right. Burden of leadership falls upon loyalty. That's a really hard choice, yeah. Will there or will there not be drinks? Ooh. Wow, that's not a whole lot that you left me. That's fine. You're so smart, Princess Miranda. We'll take it from
I
here.
must depart.
Recline in my velvet chase and gaze out the window longingly. For the death of the princess. That was quick. Wait.
Good
what?
job, comrade.
No need to act. Continue the charade, comrade. The tyrant is out of earshot. The Vanderbilt serfs are united together in hatred, and after our years of pain and toil, we shall finally send the princess straight to the depths of watery hell. Let your loathing boil to the surface as we plan her demise. The foolish party she planned will be her assassination.
The revolution is here.
Fucking voice. The revolution is here. And while I care not what drink fills the punch bowl, be sure not to partake. I'll add in a massive dose of poison to the beverage, ensuring that all of the guards will be deceased by the time the party's through. The revelation is here.
Bye, comrade.
Bye, comrade. May you dream of the end of tyranny, the end of monarchy, the end of Princess Miranda. Just as the eel is swimming away, Miranda returns. Whew, that gazing was so exhausting. I've assumed you finished planning. Think fast, it'll break Miranda's heart to know her serfs are plotting to assassinate her, but you can't let her die before prom. She's the only one with a hookup for an underwater limo. Drinking is overrated. You can't have drinks, or do you want your serfs getting ideas? Or, you know what? Nowadays, cool kids only drink the latest, trendiest soda flavor. poison antidote. Yeah, poison antidote. I love the little bubbles. They remind you of the little bubbles that come out when you drown an air person. But will they be able to handle it? It's true. There's only one way to know. Let's test the soda. Oh boy. Miranda rounds up 3 of her human test serfs, and you administer a dose of poison antidote flavored soda to all of them. They love the flavor, and it counteracts some of the poison the Vanderbilts placed in their water supply.
Huzzah!
They look better than ever. Wow. And she's giving them healthcare. How benevolent, how kind. Hashtag best monarch ever. You go, girl. Miranda's overjoyed, and you're about to get coverage under the new Mer Kingdom. +2 fun, +1 money. My fun is very high here. All right, Polly. Let's have lunch together one more time. You're with that
sure.
freaking nerd. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. Well, she just can't eat. I don't know about this guy. We do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. I guess that's true. It's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. They won't let us leave until we've eaten, which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. Well, if you could just figure out a way around these food guards, I'd be super grateful, like in a sexy way. Ooh. Oh. Well, I guess I better figure something out, Polly. Dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate? Damn right. Fuck you, Liam. With all the deftness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food onto Liam's plate and his lap. I can't even artfully arrange it for a decent food pick. Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate, no problem. Lucky for you and Pobly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's lie. You traitors! I thought we were in this together. You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think. You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, then ditch school, then do so many drugs that you end up in a ditch. So responsible. Oh yeah. Alright, come on. Let's seal the deal with Polly.
Sure.
It's been a while since we were outdoors. Let's go there. This run is sure to work. I really hope so, Master. I really hope so. Talk to Juan, the small magical Latino cat. When he tells you that there won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. That's pretty extreme. Really? Do you think that's how that works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. Strawberry flavored deer 999. You got nice hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of like either red hair or like red streaks in hair. So I'm pretty happy that I ended up having a red streak like that. Around the corner, you hear the sound of princessly singing and Eelish maracas, which can only mean one thing. Sounds like we're gonna get Miranda instead of Polly. Ah, Mr. Feel the Eel.
Under the ocean.
Under the ocean, Little Mermaid. I could burn down a medium-sized village, but singing is a great idea too. A whole new surf. But Mr. Feel the Eel harmonizes perfectly with Miranda's feudal ballad. A whole new surf, though you've served me through and through. As your feudal lord, if I get bored, I'll kill and replace you. You give them a standing ovation. You're already standing, so technically you just clap.
Whoa.
You're definitely not a serf, but you're not gonna correct the eel with a hidden switchblade. Beautiful singing, princess. It's an honor. You know, it's times like these I'm so happy I have serfs. I mean, if you weren't here, who would listen to my lovely singing voice? Me? Listen to my own voice? Blasphemy. I don't think so is right. Sniffle, just the thought of Princess Miranda's songs going to waste. Oh, don't cry, Mr. Feel the Eel. I know what will make you feel better. Extensive and laborious party planning. Oh, round 2 of this? Is this guy gonna freaking shank me because I, ruined his first one? We'll find out, I guess. The only party my serfs will ever have the chance to attend? Oh wow, I'm just bursting with ideas. We could play Shave the Princess's Neck. Each serf could shave your neck with their sharpest sword. Doesn't that sound adorable? OMG, I love it. Everyone will admire how hairless my neck is. Oh boy. That's already hairless.
Kawaii desu ne.
Kawaii desu ne? Oh my god. Or we could dig a special princess pit and fill it up with the cutest animal, feral panthers. Princess Miranda, you could pet the fluffy panthers all night in this special, inescapable pit. I will remember this broccoli. King Brock sure was something else. Yes, yes, Mr. Feel the Eel, you're a genius.
Down with the Mer Kingdom.
Down with the Mer Kingdom. Or we could simply sit you down on your gluttonous throne and read aloud one by one a list of the atrocities and injustices you've committed until Poseidon himself smites you down. Down with the Mer Kingdom. Damn, he's just gonna attack her straight up. I mean, I love you, princess. Ah, Mr. Feel the Eel, you're so precious. I didn't even know peasants could be this cute. Wow, a butterfly. But with that means you're alone.
Salutations, comrade.
Comrade? Does he not know that I fucked over his previous plan? Man, we keep running into Miranda. We need some poly. I agree. And this is the last event. I just have to hope it works out. You've done well to weather the tyranny of the Vanderbilts, but worry not, the day of their demise fast approaches. The evil princess is falling into our trap. Oh boy. She thinks she's choosing an activity, but it will actually choose the method of her death.
Bye, comrade.
Bye, comrade. May the blood of the monarchs salt the earth.
Farewell.
Farewell. Haha, so punny. And Russian. Party planning can be so stressful, but I feel so much better after vivisecting that butterfly. Oh, that's mean. Fun fact, the most beautiful part of a butterfly is its gorgeous, glistening stomach innards. The more you know. Oh, did Mr. Feel run off again? He sure did. His party suggestions are so perf, we can just use one, unless you have something better. Impress her with a killer activity? The security game, if you murder someone, you lose. You're looking for a game that serves as the opium of the people, but there's no better opium than actual opium, so a game about smoking lots of opium. I don't think she'd like this because she's, genocidal. So let's do the opium. Fun. Fun goes up. Can you imagine how cute the serfs will look with their little opium pipes? So precious. So precious. Each serf will need their own opium pipe and matching opium hat and their own opium ascots. Absolutely, it'll be so adorable. Opium is the perfect party planning activity. Plus, it is family friendly. Woo. This game has been very not family friendly. Miranda's Mer Kingdom produces plenty of opiates to stock the party, but in order to find a fashionable ascot for each and every serf, her father has to conquer 2 peaceful democratic republics. Ah. Isn't Daddy the best? It wasn't easy to bring those kingdoms under the Vanderbilt's iron fist, but it'll be worth it for the outfits. The world takes a step away from the shining light of democracy, but you get +2 creativity and +1 charm. Well, it's prom time. I sure hope I don't get rejected. It's time. Will Polly accept us?
Hiya!
Hiya! Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Yes.
Sure.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to prom with you.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! It'll be epic boo. Shit will get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing. If I were you, I'd get some good life insurance. Oh boy. Just in case.
Party time.
You ate some good old ayahuasca cupcakes to make sure that the date would be as crazy as possible. That's quite the outfit. I didn't see that coming. Don't we have a nice nice picture together? Fair. Going to space. Farewell. Farewell, strawberry. It was a funny reaction. I was very excited. What can I say? Then you spent all night dancing at prom? What about after that? Or that was what I thought I did. In reality, you were in the middle of the desert, dancing with 3 wizard hobos, a guy in a stuffed animal costume, and the incarnation of an ancient god. That's a hell of a lineup. Slay. Sly. Slay. Man, I'm not getting a good freaking Valley Girl voice there. Slay. No. Slay. No, what the fuck am I doing? Come on. Let me get my Valley Girl going. I don't know why I can't do it. There we go. Yes, Saudi. There we go. We made it. Still, best night ever. That didn't count as an ending? How did I get through the game twice? I got rejected by Miranda, and I went to prom with Polly, but neither of them are endings? What? And there's secret ending? Maybe those are secret endings and not normal ones? Alright, after the monster prom, let's find out what happened to us after prom. Polly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to be hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. Cool. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. I did not see that coming. JK, he becomes an athlete. Still a simpleton, lovable and good-hearted. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Oh. Their latest album is a hit. It has no songs. It's just a banana on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone. There are plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh boy. It's time to dance. It's time to dance. Weird, maybe there are non-canon endings. Yeah, it might be. Like, these are just like the generic endings, but to get canon endings, you have to get like specific criteria for, or specific like levels of each of the stats. Or like, you need certain events to actually trigger them or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look it up to see how it actually works. Wait, it already ended. Yeah, it's a short game. Looks like, depending like how long it takes you to read, how many events you've already seen that you could skip, it could take anywhere from like 30 to 60 minutes per run. But it's the type of game that it seems like there's just a ton of different events and endings, so you're just supposed to play it over and over and over again. Like, I've played it twice now from start to finish in the stream, and I haven't gotten any of the endings, so... Yeah, I don't know exactly how, but you're my kind of danger. Oh, you've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons? It's about to get weird. You've unlocked 9 new images in the gallery. What does that mean? Settings? No. Gallery? Oh, so that does count as an ending. 10, 20, 30, 50. Unless 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. So I guess that is an ending? What? But it's with the girl. Oh, I see. There's a version for each of the characters. I like her. She's cute. I'll have to be her the next time. Polaroids? Ah, pictures of the characters hanging out. Let's see what we got. All right. Oh, that's nice. They're he looks so stoked about the bear. This could have been us. This could have been us, Miranda, but you had to reject me. You had to say I was ugly. Playing some pool. Out drinking. Ah, Miranda explaining all of the different utensils. Nice. I don't know if this is like some type of board game. I feel like I recognize the pieces, but I can't figure out exactly what the game is. Oh, wow, a nice, wholesome hanging out. Taking a picture for her Instagram. Rocking out. At the pool, obligatory. Hello. Hello, Polly. Riding a roller coaster? What is this thing? Dodgeball tournament? Sporty gang? Fighting? Riding some bikes? Wow, nice collection. Partying. Gaming. God, I wish that were me. Polly just all over me. Come on. You're my kind of danger. Yeah. That's the last one I had. Wow, there's a lot of Polaroids. More art. So these are just like character art and stuff. A lot of concept art and stuff. That's a crazy amount of content for only $3. Yeah, definitely. Very good value. I mean, this has been fun. I'd recommend it. I could see just doing like a 30-minute run here or there as a quick way to kill some time being good. My phone's about to go. Bye-bye. See you, Strawberry. Have a good one. And some fan art. Oof. Oh. Gotta look at me and insult me. Come on. Monster Sonas. Who the heck are these people? They're like a bunch of secret characters? Oh boy, I like her. She's cute. What the heck? Fuck off, Damien. She's mine now. That's a cute one. Miranda looks nice. Is this a dragon? Can you go with the shopkeeper? Maybe if you just like constantly visit the shopkeeper every single time. Or like all you do is make money and then go to the shopkeeper. She's cute. Player character. Oh my god, there's so many. What the heck is this celestial thing? Too many Damiens. Damn. She looks good in that dress. Is this a robot? What is this? A freaking Torbjorn? Maybe a zombie? What? Well, I guess there's a lot of other characters or something. Well. That was fun. I would like to do some more runs. But, it is 11 o'clock. And I should probably do the responsible thing and get ready for bed so I can go to work at a reasonable time tomorrow. But I still have to make my short for tomorrow, too. Alright, well, yeah. You said crazy amount of content for $3. I mean, that is definitely get some more mileage out of this, be it more streams of it or just on my own time. And I might have to pick up the rest of the games since they're all on sale right now. We'll see. I don't remember how much they were. I think it might have been like $20 for the whole series or something like that. And I imagine that's a lot of content, just given how much this first one is for $3. It's been fun, everyone's gotta work. Yeah, unfortunately. Working makes the world go round. Fun can be had in the evenings and nights, but gotta work. My schedule's a little different this week too. Like I do 3 days in the office and 2 days at home. And I'm usually like Monday, Friday I'll work at home. And then Tuesday through Thursday I go in the office, but this week I'm doing Monday to Wednesday in the office, so it's a little different than usual. Which is just not what I'm used to. It's like getting up and then going to work yesterday morning. I was like, what the hell? Come on, I'm supposed to be staying in bed until the last minute. I actually have to get up and get ready? What the hell? Can't wait for more. I'm glad to hear that, Master. Whether it's this or something else, definitely will be plenty more. I think I'll do some more of this again. Josh, gotta run it back for Miranda. I agree. I need to make it to the prom with Miranda. I don't understand why. She said I was ugly. I'm a very charming Frankenstein, I'll have you know. I'll have to try going for her as a different character and see if that makes a difference. Strawberry. By the way, you kind of remind me of Kato, the Vocaloid? Is that like one of the Miku ones? Is that the one with the blue hair? I played Project Sakai for like a week. So I'm kind of blanking on any of the Vocaloids that aren't Miku. I think there's the two blonde ones who are like twins. They're like Ren and Len or something like that. Yeah, I feel like I recognize it. I feel like Kato is one of the tall ones. Need more money. Yeah. Always need more money. Money makes the world go round and makes me happy. If only I could make money without working. Wouldn't that be nice? It's Rin and Len. Oh, okay. I was close. One letter off. I need to get back into that. I really like the art. But it's just like, I already play so many different mobile and gacha games. And then you add that on top of like the normal games I do and streaming and all that. It's just hard to get yet another one on there. But I'm interested. Like, Project Sakai, Blue Archive, Genshin, Star Rail. I don't know if Star Rail actually came out. I think it's coming out soon. Like, I have a bunch of stuff that I want to do, but like it's just hard to find the time. Yeah, Blue. All right, I remembered something. See you next week. I gotta sleep. Well, I hope you have a good sleep. My chats are so late or I'm behind on stream. It's a mix. It's like... So, the chats definitely... Like, in terms of actually displaying on the screen, like in the stream, when you send the chat, it shows up in like your chat basically immediately. And when I'm looking on like the YouTube client, like the actual page, I see the chat show up, I assume pretty quickly after you send it. But there's a delay between the chat being sent when I see the chat and then when the chat actually shows up on the screen. And it seems like it kind of varies during the stream too. Like sometimes the chat will show up on the screen maybe like 1 second after I see it, but then sometimes there's like a 3.5 second delay. And I don't know why exactly it varies so much, but I at least, like if I happen to be looking at the YouTube chat like client thing, I'll see it before it shows up on the screen. So there have been times, I think it actually happened to something that Master sent earlier in the stream, where I've seen the message in the client and responded to it, and then I glanced at the chat box on the screen, and I saw that it hadn't even popped up on the screen yet. So sometimes like I'll see it and I'll read it to myself, but then I won't actually respond to it until I also see it pop up on the screen, just so that it's clear what I'm actually responding to, and it's not like I'm responding to nothingness. But yeah, there is a little bit of a delay between you sending it and when it actually shows up on the stream. And it's also a setting in the chat, or like in the stream when you're setting it up. There's 3 different options. There's like a delayed one intentionally, which is for when you think you're going to be doing a stream that doesn't have a lot of interaction with the chat. And it's also like performance based. So if you're not going to be having a lot of not going to have a lot of interaction with chat, you can set it to be the lowest latency. I mean, the highest latency or whatever. So the messages will take the longest to show up on the screen, but the stream will be the best quality in terms of like visual quality and performance and everything. Then there's a middle one, which is the one I use, which is like, it's not real time, but it's closer to real time than... So like that that you just sent, I actually saw that show up in the YouTube client and in the chat box at basically the same time. Maybe like a half second delay. But yeah, so there's the 3 options. The first is slowest. The second is like a medium, where you see it sooner after you send it, but it's still not like real time. And it's meant for like more interaction, which is what I pick because I like being able to interact with the chat and respond to things when I see them. And then there's an even faster option, which is basically real time, as far as I know. So like as soon as you send it, it should show up. And I haven't tried that one because it says that like it's all performance based. So the near real time one will theoretically impact your stream's performance the most. So I don't know how much that would be. I could probably set up a private stream and just like test it on 2 of my computers, like stream on my desktop here and then like join on my phone and send messages just to see how fast it shows up. But I've been wary of doing that just because I don't want it to impact the actual stream performance, because I want it to like look good and not buffer and whatnot for people who are watching. So that's why I've always picked the middle ground, but that's also why you might not see a message show up immediately. It could be worse than it is, essentially, but it could also potentially be a little better. I've just intentionally chosen that middle ground. But I bet like the really big streamers like HoloLive and Nijisanji, I wouldn't be surprised if they choose, depending on the game they're playing, but I wouldn't be surprised if they choose the slowest one because they get so many messages that having it be real time is like, what's even the point? Like, they get so many that come by so fast that they wouldn't be able to feasibly read most of them anyway. And that's why they have like the color-coded names and super chats and stuff that make it easier to pick things out. Whereas like you can see in my chat box in the corner there, your names all show up in gray. And that's just the way that I have it set up. But if it were somebody who is like subscribed to the channel, then it would show up in green instead of gray to differentiate it. But since my channel's not monetized, you can't subscribe to it. So if I were to somehow hit 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours and get monetized or whatever, and people were to some reason spend money on me, you know, then those names could show up in green if they did subscribe. Same thing with super chats. Depending on the level of the super chat, your message would get highlighted in a different color. I think it's like maybe green, red, and yellow or something like that. And I do have the thing set up to do that, but you know, you can't get super chatted until you're monetized. People would have to actually spend money on me, which is crazy. But it would theoretically highlight it. Yeah. I like getting I hadn't been able to respond to your messages there, Master, just because I was going on my little tangent, but I like getting a look behind the curtain. Very interesting. Yeah, it's been interesting for me too, because until I started streaming last month, like, I had no idea how any of it worked. So a lot of it has been figuring it out as I go, which has been fine for the most part. You know, you get some scuff here or there, but even all the big streamers still have scuff, so it's just learning how to deal with it and the best ways to manage it, improve it over time. Yeah. 1080p looks pretty good to me. I guess it depends on the internet the person has. I also agree. 1080p is totally fine with me. I feel like there's never really a need to stream in a higher quality than that. Like, yeah, 1440 or 4K look better, but it takes way more resources from your actual computer to do that. It takes YouTube longer to, like, encode that stuff. So I don't know if the stream would be necessarily real-time in that sense. And how many people are really gonna have good enough internet connections to also fully take advantage of such a good audio-visual quality, I guess. Yeah, it's very internet dependent, like you said, and I think 1080 is... it's the standard, and I think it will stay the standard for quite a while longer. Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize the stream just passed 3 hours. Even though I started a little bit late. Classic. Leo Lovelace. Incapable of starting a stream on time. It's always a few minutes late. I gotta get better about that. But it's like I'm still like in the middle of setting things up. I'm testing the audio levels. I'm like doing my go live tweet. I'm finishing making my like pre-stream tea to have to help with my throat throughout it. Like right now my throat's starting to get pretty sore after these 3 hours, but I also ran out of my tea. Probably more than an hour ago. So for longer streams, it's probably a good idea to make another one. But yeah, it's always like, I'm a type of person who is just never on time for things. Like, unless it's super, super, super important, then I'll really try and make an effort. But most of the time, I'm the like perpetually 2 minutes late to everything type. It's like, not a good habit. Need to work on improving that. All right. So I think, like I said, I leave everything till the last minute, also a bad habit. I feel ya. I really do. And I can't tell you how many times I have been negatively affected by that, or it's been a detriment to whatever it was I was doing. And yet, After 26 years of life, I still have not managed to fully learn my lesson. Go figure. That's just something to work on. I actually had a one-on-one with my manager today because we do monthly one-on-ones just to, you know, keep up with what each other's doing and upcoming projects and anything that's been going well, anything that needs to be worked on, all that type of stuff. And I was mentioning to him how I really want to try and push myself to get in earlier than I currently am. Because as it is right now, I get to the office last out of everybody on the team just because of how I am with mornings and all that. Which is, like, fine. It hasn't caused any problems. But it's harder to collaborate, you know? Like, if everybody else comes in a half hour before me, then I don't have that half hour overlap to work with them on things. And then I stay half an hour later than them. And then I'm, like, alone or there's less people. So, again, there's no collaboration there. It just makes more sense to come in earlier. If I'm being objective and responsible. Am I usually... I think I'm usually pretty objective. Am I usually responsible? Depends what it is. I'd like to think usually. The song is like a nice, just background jam. I try for 5 minutes early. That's a good standard to try for. I mean, honestly, I think most people should shoot for that. Like, because most of the time, it's not going to go 100% smoothly. You know, you leave and you get caught at a couple red lights that maybe you get unlucky. Like, you just hit back-to-back red lights, or... you know, there's traffic that you didn't plan for. That's what happened to me today, actually. I left a lot earlier than I usually do. And it always takes me, like, the same amount of time to get to work. So I knew, I was like, nice, I'm going to get to work, like, 25 minutes earlier than I usually do. What happens? Pretty bad traffic on my route, which almost never has traffic. Like, really? On the day that I make the effort to get in earlier, you're gonna hit me with traffic that I didn't expect. But if you make it a habit to try and get earlier, then stuff like that wouldn't rattle you as much. Or, you know, you walk out of the house to go into your car, you start the car, and then in the car you're like, oh, I left my phone inside. But since you tried leaving 5 minutes early, you know, it's not a big deal that you have to run back inside to grab your phone, because you have the extra time. The universe has a sixth sense of humor. It certainly does. I completely agree. And we are its toys. Actually, part of the reason that I was later for my stream today was because I had a fantasy baseball draft. And it's not for my main league, it's for, like, the league of a friend of a friend. So I don't pay as much attention to it as my main league. But I realized that the draft started at 7:30 and my stream was set for 8. And I was like, oh shit, like, I should probably try and make a little bit of an appearance. And so then at like 7:50, I logged on to the draft and I started making some picks and queuing people up. And then I was actually paying more attention to it than I planned to. And before I know it, it's like 8:02. I'm like, you know, of course. 10 minutes before the stream was ready, or was supposed to start, I was basically ready. And then I got distracted by this fantasy baseball draft. So then at like 8:02, then I'm like opening the game and making sure the audio is fine and whatnot. And then I ended up starting it at like 8:06 or 7 or whatever it was. We'll see. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. How close will I be to 8 p.m. on Thursday? Make your bet in your head. And then you can tell me whether it's in the stream chat or somewhere else later on. How close I was. The World Baseball Classic is making you want to get into baseball. I didn't watch as much of that as I should have or wanted to, but I saw clips of it and it just seemed so much fun. Like, I like normal baseball a lot as it is, but I think the Classic is fun because the players get so excited to represent their team, like their country, and the fans from that country just go crazy. It's like the same thing with soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, but soccer because I'm from the United States. Like, I don't care about soccer, but I see how crazy the fans go during the World Cup. And the World Baseball Classic is basically the same thing. It's every few years, it's the best player from those countries. The countries go crazy. Like, I saw some clips of it. There was a clip where somebody hit a home run. It was maybe like Puerto Rico or the DR. The crowd was so loud. It's like, that must be so fun to be at. But, and I really like baseball because there's always so many games happening. Like football, it's like you have your 3 days a week that you could potentially have a game, right? Thursday, Sunday, Monday. And you can watch it throughout the day. But baseball, there's always games every single day from multiple teams. So it's nice because I can always put a game on in the background while I'm doing something. Like, while I'm working in the afternoon, you get games you can put on. And then in the evening, when I'm like prepping stuff for stream, or, well, not stream, because I wasn't streaming when this will be my first streaming while there's also baseball season. But, you know, while I was like working on YouTube videos or doing cleaning or opening cards or whatever, organizing, whatever, yada, 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 I could always put on a game. And since I do fantasy, it's more fun because I can put on games that I have guys from my team playing in, and then I can watch and see how they do. Although I feel like I'm like a bad omen. Like, if I watch one of my pitchers play, who's usually really good, so I put his game on because I'm like, oh, let's watch him like strike out the side. The dude will get absolutely lit up, like 3 home runs in an inning, 6 earned runs, 2 walks. I'm like, really? Really? You're supposed to be like one of the top 10 pitchers in the league, and just because I watch you decide to do terrible? How dare you? Anyway, Josh, I would highly recommend getting into baseball. The MLB The Show game is fun. There's just always games on to watch. Fantasy baseball is really fun. Like, that's always something that I really look forward to. Like, during the 6 months that baseball season is happening, my, like, routine, I guess, at least on the days I go in the office, I show up to the office, I buy breakfast, I go back to my desk, and then while I eat breakfast, I go on Reddit and I read through what people were saying about fantasy for that, like how their team did the previous day. I go on my fantasy app and I look at waivers, I look at the points. Like, it's like my morning ritual to do this like fantasy catch up for what happened the previous day while I have my breakfast. So then when it's not fantasy season and I'm just like getting my breakfast in the morning, I'm like, what do I even do with myself? What do I look at? What do I read? Master, I remember you mentioning something about that last stream. Yeah, my last stream, Sunday, that was when I did YuGiOh. So Sunday night was when I had my draft for like my main league with most of my friends. And then the draft that was tonight, that was the one where it's like my side league, where it's a friend of a friend that I don't pay as much attention to, but like I glance at every once in a while. Opening day on Thursday, Saudi, yes. So close, 2 days away. Finally. Very excited. Master, oh come on, you could sneak a window in the background during stream and no one would blame you. I definitely could. Especially if I'm playing a game in windowed mode, like have the game going that I'm playing and then also have the baseball game that I'm watching. But I feel like I'd get pretty easily distracted by that. And I don't want to suddenly lose my train of thought mid-game. Be like, oops, what do you know? I was suddenly enamored with this this pitching duel that's going on, and now I've gone 3 minutes without saying something in the stream, and I don't even realize it. I would not be surprised, however, if I have my fantasy app open in front of me and I'm just glancing at the points during the stream, especially if it's a close matchup and I really want to see how it's going. Josh, I feel that on fantasy. Yeah, I mean, the option's always there. I've done fantasy football too, but I like baseball a lot more. I'm back in action. Welcome back. Although this is just a pretty brief just chatting thing before I end the stream. So it won't be too long that you'd be able to be in action on this stream. But at least for a few more minutes, welcome back. Oh, yes. Yes. It's even less than 2 days until opening day now, technically, because I assume the first games are like early afternoon on Thursday, so we're like a day and a half away. Us baseball fans are winning. I was thinking, like, because MLB The Show is like the only sports game that I play too, and I was like, I could do streams for that, but like, as much as I like baseball, and it would be fun to do like a fantasy draft and have my own team and whatnot, make a custom Leo guy, throw him on my team. Ooh, excuse me. Man, past my bedtime. Like, it would be fun, but I have to imagine that, generally speaking, big generalization, I could be wrong, but I would feel decently confident in saying that the average fan of VTubers and like gaming anime related streams are probably not overlapping very much with the average fan of sports, especially baseball content. I like both of those things, but the average fan, you know, like, how much overlap is there really? Like, in that Venn diagram, how big is that middle section? I think it would be pretty small. So that's where I get torn when I'm trying to pick things out for streams, is like, do I want to play mostly things that, do I just play things I like? If people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. You know, whatever. It's stuff that I like. That's pretty valid. Do I, you know, stream things that I would enjoy, but I think are also going to be more popular with a potential viewer base? Because obviously it's more fun streaming with a chat that's actually active, like today's has been, versus a stream where, you know, you have 0 people or 1 person and it's just a lurker who's not saying anything, which is fine. Lurkers are totally valid. I'm usually a lurker when I watch VTubers I like. But, you know, it's more fun when there's the interaction. So it's definitely a bit of a back and forth I have with myself about what I want to stream and how well I think an audience might receive it, as well as how clippable is it. Because I've really been trying to do 1 short a day, and those shorts are just moments from my streams that I thought were funny, or usually things that I thought were funny, or just like entertaining moments in general. So I also need to generally stream things that are going to be good to make content like that from, so I can like reuse the streams for the shorts or like compilations later on, and you know, that's the other thing. So it's hard to really identify the ideal balance of all of these, but you know, I'm still only a month and a half into streaming, so it's definitely something that I think you would pick up over time. Master, I am a golf guy, but I'd watch some baseball for sure. Seeing Leo blast a home run would be great, at least for me. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear that. And I know Saudi here in the chat is a big baseball guy. With golf, I can't say I've ever really watched it. I could see the appeal of that in like summer as like something to put on the TV in the background again to like listen to while you're doing stuff. I did when I was in like late middle school, early high school maybe. Had a very brief period where I was like, I'm gonna get into golf. So my friends and I, like, we went to the driving range and we practiced our swings, and then we played like a 9-hole set. I sucked. I was so bad. I hit balls into the trees. Like, I was not great at putting. Like, it was a fun experience. But in terms of actually playing it, I don't think it was for me. However, in the years since then, like over just the last few since I've graduated college and started working full-time and everything, I have gone to the driving range with my friends a couple times, and I think that's fun. Like, even though none of us play golf, it's just fun to like get a bucket of balls and do some swings and hit them, and you get a drink or something, and it's just like a nice casual hangout thing. Haven't gone in a while, just, you know, COVID happened, and then one of the guys that I would usually go to get golf with switched jobs, so I wasn't seeing him as much, so it was harder to coordinate. Then the weather wasn't good, and I'll get to it again at some point. Josh, gotta find the sports anime lovers. For sure. I mean, really for me, it's just baseball. Like, I pay attention a little bit to football, but baseball is like 99% of my sports attention goes to that. And a big part of that is because of fantasy, because I got so invested in fantasy that it made me more interested in the actual, like, sport. So then I started, like, even if it's a game that I don't have anybody on my team on, and it's not, like, my hometown team, I'll still put it on just because I like watching it and having it in the background and listening to it. Master, I came here from Eclipse, so they're working. I remember, I think you commented on the Ash Blossom one. I'm pretty sure that was the one I remember that you commented on. So I'm glad that it's working, yeah. That is another thing that I've been, like, trying to figure out is how do you drive people? Like, yeah, clips are good. They're good content to get views, you get subscribers, if they're a good clip or people like them. I've definitely had clips that haven't performed well, and I've had some that have done really well. But how do you drive them from, like, a 15-second clip to actually watch your stream? Like, there's levels to it. Like, there's people who just watch it and maybe like it. Then there's people who actually subscribe from it, which is great. But, you know, maybe they just are subscribing for more clips and they don't care about the live stream, which is fine. Because you're still subscribing, you're still active on the channel, you're watching the clips, you're like liking them, whatever, that's good. Engagement is good. YouTube likes engagement. Whether that, even dislikes are good engagement for YouTube. Likes are better, but dislikes are engagement. So whether it's watching it, or liking it, or disliking it, or commenting on it, or sharing it, all of it is good with the algorithm. But the ideal flow would be that they see the short, they like it or subscribe, then they're like, wow, this guy, he's funny or he's entertaining, I want to watch his live streams too. So how do you get them to make that jump? It worked for you, Master, so I'm glad about that, because you liked the clip, and then I've seen you in a couple streams now, which is nice. You know, I like seeing the repeat names and kind of being able to build up a little bit of the familiarity. But yeah, it's just hard, generally speaking, to figure out how do you get that, like, flow of short to subscriber to live stream watcher type of thing going. All a lot of stuff to figure out. And like I said, it's only been a month and a half, so I'll keep refining it over time. Mini golf and top golf is fun. Mini golf I definitely like. Just competing with friends over that. It's fun, yeah. Again, I haven't been in a while. I would like to now that the weather is finally starting to get nice. So we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to get a friend or two to go with me. The main mini golf place that I go to actually also has a pretty nice driving range. So that would be good. They have such good slush too That's the main reason I like going to that place, is they have an incredible, incredible slush. Like, I would go there just for the slush, if I'm being honest. How many parrots have flown into your mouth in one sitting? I think my record is 17. What kinds? Unfortunately, I'm not a avian expert, so I don't know the breeds very well. But I believe I was able to fit 17 at once. Man, I've been good about hydrating this stream. Very proud of myself. Whole water bottle, whole giant cup of tea. I guess it's mostly what you said, funny, and then let's see more of this guy. There's only so many shorts and a lot of minutes of streams to watch. Yeah, that's true too, because it's like, a short is just like anywhere from a 10 to a 30-second clip, generally. And sometimes I add extra editing to it that's not in the stream, like I add a sound effect or a little audio thing, or like a visual cut, or I change a filter or something. They're not like anything crazy oh, and I add the subtitles. Like, it's not anything crazy editing-wise, but it is a little bit extra that you wouldn't get in the stream, aside from it being live. So it's a lot easier to consume the shorts than it is to sit for like, now this stream is approaching 3.5 hours, you know? And I'm sure that this stream had some funny moments. Like, I can think of some off the top of my head, and I can almost guarantee you that within the next few days, you'll see them start popping up as shorts. But yes, the streams are much longer, and they are a bigger commitment, because it's really easy to just open YouTube and scroll through shorts, or open TikTok and scroll through shorts for 5 to 10 minutes, and you consume a lot from a lot of different creators, versus one creator who's streaming for 3.5 hours. It's like, how much of your time do you want to devote to watching that stream? Strawberry, that's a world record. Damn. Leo Lovelace, the world record holder of number of parrots they fit into their mouth at one time. I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, even with my favorite streamers, I'm like, a lot of times I put them on while I'm doing something, so I'm watching it, and I'll send messages in chat every once in a while. But like, I don't know, aside from maybe ASMR streams, I don't know if there's any that I've watched from start to finish. I mean, I'm sure there have been at some point, because I've been watching VTubers for almost 2.5 years at this point. I think I got into them a few months after HoloLive English debuted. And they debuted like September 2020, maybe? And then I started watching VTubers sometime around like December 2020, January 2021, maybe? I think it was roughly in that time frame. So at least 2 years, 2 to 2.5. I only got into ASMR relatively recently, but I think that's very relaxing. Again, to like put on in the background and listen to while I'm doing other stuff. If anybody in this chat, any of the 3 people watching, are interested in ASMR, I would highly recommend Millie from Nijisanji En. Does some great ASMR. And Okayu from HoloLive JP also does very good ASMR. I wish she did more. She has a very relaxing voice. Can you do Pizza Tower next? Also, the background sounds familiar. I can't say I have heard of Pizza Tower before. I would have to check that out at some point. Background sounds familiar. It could just be because I've been sitting on the screen for like a half hour now, so it's repeating so much. But I kind of get what you mean. Like, there's something about it that feels... I don't know how to describe it. I guess it depends on your preference, but I tend to watch collabs fully and ASMR well as well. Yes, collabs. That's a good one. Collabs are definitely a big one, especially if I like everybody in it, or like and know everybody in it. I think that happens most with Nijisanji. I really like a lot of their collabs because I think they have some really good chemistry with each other. My favorites have been the Among Us collabs. Like, they don't happen anywhere as much as they used to, but back in the heyday of Among Us, when they would have like a full lobby of 10 to 12, oh, that was always so fun. I said back when I did my debut stream, one of my goals as I VTube would be to at some point be in a collab. Unfortunately, that means I actually have to talk to other VTubers and make friends and find good collab partners. So that means I have to talk to people? I have to be social? Are you kidding me? That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. I'm an introvert. We don't do that. But at some point, we'll see. Because I think that's the other thing too, is I probably wouldn't want to collab with someone just like, what's the term for just like doing it straight up? I'm blanking on the name of it, but like essentially doing it without really knowing the person. Because I would be hesitant if I didn't know, like, we had some base knowledge about each other in terms of like our personalities and the types of content we like to do and all that. Like, you know, it would be weird to like interact with somebody casually on Twitter, be like, oh, let's collab. And then you start a collab stream and their personality or sense of humor just like is a total opposite of yours. Like, then it just makes it awkward, but you've already started the collab. So you can't really just like back out of it or you look bad. So you just have to power through it. And that's why I'd prefer to like be familiar with their content or get to know them a bit first to make sure that it's somebody that I would feel more comfortable doing a collab with. It's like, you want it to be fun for both people, right? And your viewers. Like, it's no fun if it's awkward for one of the two. And then the viewers might be able to pick up on some of the awkwardness and all that. But again, it's only been a month and a half since I started, so there's plenty of time to actually meet people and make that happen. Ian's Monopoly game comes to mind as well. Do you mean Hololive, Ian? I saw clips of that. The one where it was like, I think it was Vesper, Dez, Crony, and Callie. They were the four who played. I did see some funny clips, especially the more recent one. I think something about the way it ended. I'm blanking on exactly what happened. Yeah, that one. All right. Yeah, I'll probably have to try and catch the VOD of that at some point. But I was reading about it, or I saw some memes about it, and I thought that was funny. It is nice when, like, Hololive does the cross-gender collabs, because I think there's a lot of just, like, fun dynamics. Like, the girls have some nice dynamics, the guys do too. But when you mix the two, you just have, like, more potential opportunities for funny stuff. But I totally understand, like, Hololive is a little more skewed towards the idol culture stuff. So, you know, some of the guys or some of the girls, just because of that, might not be interested in collaborating with the opposite gender, which is totally fine. It's valid. But some of them do, and I think it's fun. I mean, there's definitely, like, pros and cons. But it's the company expectations. Like, Nijisanji, they do it all the time. Like, that's just... And they have a ton of great dynamics. But then if you think about, like, Kawaii, the agency, I think they're not allowed to even collaborate with males. Like, it's just part of the company rules. Again, which is fine. Like, Kawaii is another one where it's more idol-oriented. It just is what it is. Each one's different. I think Prism and Sundaria is now dissolved, but both of them you could do the cross-gender ones. I'm not sure about Phase Connect. There's a couple from there that I watch every once in a while, but I don't know what their rule is. And then indies, obviously. Do whatever you want. Wild West out here. I really wish I had more water. I mean, I respect what somebody wants, but people should be able to do what they like. Yep, I totally agree. Which, you get the bad actors or the bad eggs in every person's fan base who really wants the talent or streamer to do whatever they want to do, which is when you're crossing that like parasocial boundary. Like the streamer is not your order taker, you know, they're not your family, they're not your friend, they're somebody who entertains you and maybe talks with you and all that. And especially with the agency ones, I think the indie ones, or like indies, it's a little more lax, obviously, but with the agencies, like, you know, it's a fan and idol, essentially. There's no interpersonal stuff. So when the fans get all pissy about a streamer or a VTuber playing a certain game or collaborating with a certain person, it's like, really? Like, come on. Loosen up. It's not your call on what they do or who they collab with. They should be totally free to do whatever they want within their company's rules. Master, very true. Yes, great minds think alike. And I have seen some people say, I think it happened when Crony from Hololive first collaborated with one of the Hollow Stars guys. It might have been like a Dead by Daylight thing. And one of her fans was just like going crazy about it. Just like, you know, whatever. People have the different responses. But there was one guy I remember who commented saying something like, well, I think it's more fun seeing like the girls being girls and just hanging out with girls. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a preference for the girls collaborating with girls or doing solo streams instead of collaborating with the guys. Like, oh, it's like they look at it as a cute girls doing cute things, like anime almost. Like, that's how they see the streamers. Which is like, if you're respectful, like, it's fine to have a preference. But you don't need to vocalize it to the streamer, essentially. If you prefer that they don't collaborate with the male ones, that's fine. You can have your opinion. Just don't be mean about it. Don't be rude. Don't get all up in the streamer's case about it. Just keep it to yourself. And just have the opinion. You know, you don't have to watch the stream that they collaborate with that person or stream that game. Just skip that stream. There are thousands and thousands of VTubers out there, and there are hundreds and hundreds of corporate ones. So I'm sure for those 2 to 4 hours, you can find somebody else to watch if you really don't want to see that collab. Lost a lot of good ones because of that. It's always sad seeing the graduations. I'm still sad about the GG Live ones, where it's like Makoto and Akira, I think their names were. I only found them like a month before they graduated, but I really liked their streams. I watched them a lot in that last month. And their final stream was like super emotional, super sad. It was like, they were the ones, out of all the VTubers that I've watched or been a fan of, they were the one that I was the saddest about when they graduated. Alright, Strawberry, have a good one. Yeah, Crony put her foot down, loved that. And I think that's what the streamers need to do. Like, there's nothing... I guess it's harder when you're part of the agency because you have to be very careful about what you say and how you say it. I mean, everybody needs to, but especially when you're with an agency. It's important to like have that air of professionalism about how you carry yourself and communicate with people. But it was good that, I don't remember if it was Crony or somebody else, but essentially said like, look, I'm going to collab with whoever I want to collab with, and you just have to deal with it. If you don't like that, that's fine. You don't have to watch the stream, but you don't get to tell me who I'm going to collab with. It's my content, and I'll do what I want. And I think that's how every VTuber should be. You know, it's their career. Some people think they always have to speak their mind. Yes, they do. A lot of people think that, unfortunately. And, you know, it's, again, nothing wrong with having opinions. I definitely have opinions on things. But there's a time and a place to air them, depending on who you're talking to and where you're saying it. And I think that's the issue that people have is, yeah, they think their opinion is, you know, the only opinion. There is no other correct opinion. And they have to say that opinion. And anybody who disagrees is wrong or dumb or whatever, which is obviously incorrect. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And no opinion is any more right or wrong than other ones. Unless your opinion is that Clannad and or Gurren Lagann and or Full Metal Alchemist and or Steins Gate and or A Place Further Than the Universe are bad anime, in which case I would say I'm sorry, but that is an incorrect opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, but it's wrong. You need to reevaluate. As a aside, Josh, that message where you said, yeah, Crony put her foot down, love that. That was one where, like, I saw it pop up on my YouTube chat, and it was probably, like, straight up a 5-second delay between when I saw it in the YouTube thing and when it actually popped up on the screen. So there's definitely a variant, because just a few messages before that, I saw whatever it was popped up almost at the same time. But then that one was like 5 seconds, so it's not consistent for whatever reason. I'm about to quit a VTuber and just become a dance choreographer. What's even the point of VTubing when I got moves like that? Ooh. Tiring myself out after that. Just wait until you're 3D. Oh, see, there's one where I read it because I saw the message pop up, but it still hasn't popped up on the screen. So that was like another 5-second one. So that's the thing too, is like, depending on, I have 3 different spots where the messages pop up. There's like on the YouTube page, that's where it pops up first, because that's like the equivalent of if I was watching the stream and seeing the chat. So that's like near real time. And then I have a YouTube chat embedded in my OBS, which is the streaming software. That one is not exactly real time with the YouTube chat, but it's near real time. And then there's the on-stream chat in the corner above my head. So it appears on those 3 things in order. First in the YouTube chat, then in my embedded chat in OBS, and then in the chat that shows up on the stream. So depending which one I happen to be looking at when the message pops up, I might respond sooner or later. But yeah, my 3D, I'll be throwing down. Shuffling around, doing the robot, doing some twerking. I got it all. I got some moves. All right. Well, it's been about 40 minutes since I said at first that I should probably end stream and be responsible and make my next short and then get ready for bed. So I think now I will actually end stream to do that. But it's been nice doing this like just chatting segment at the end of the stream. And a good conversation. I need to get myself a just chatting actually like screen set up. I have one actually, I just haven't finished like adding the chat to it. Because I have it like oriented differently, so it's not just in the corner, it's like a bigger piece. So I need to do that. And then I'll have a nice actual just chatting screen that I can switch to at the end instead of sitting on the game screen while the music loops in the background for 40 minutes. Hope you have a good night. I hope work goes well. Thank you. I hope you have a good night as well. If you're in the same time zone as me. Or a morning or afternoon if you're in a different time zone. Thanks again for watching. And I hope your work and or school goes well too. Depending on which one you're in. Wait, the stream is over. Unfortunately, it is, Strawberry. It's a much longer one than I had planned on for today, but it was fun. Fun game, and some good chatting. But alas, all good things come to an end. I will be back on Thursday, 2 days from now, 8 p.m. Eastern, playing some Paranormicite. Nice horror visual novel. Should be finishing it. Very excited to see the big conclusion of how it all wraps together with each of the individual arcs and all that. And then streaming again Saturday and Sunday. So 3 more times this week. Maybe a 4th. I still don't know when my Pokemon pre-order is going to come in, because I want to open cards. If it comes in at a bad time and I can't wait, I might just open it off stream. But if I could do it on stream, that would be fun. See you next time. See you, Strawberry. Josh, good night. Good night to you as well. Oh boy, have to do my whole end of stream spiel then. All right, Leo Lovelace here. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had fun. Thank you for being active in the chat and for watching and spending the last 3 hours and 50 minutes with me. Very long stream. Definitely appreciate it. I got 3 more streams this week. Like I said, you can see the schedule multiple places. I have it posted on my Twitter. I have it on my YouTube community page. And I also earlier today added it to my like homepage on my YouTube, so it just shows up as an upcoming live stream. Always on the front. So as soon as you go to my channel, if you click on it, you should see that posted as an upcoming live stream, and you can just click on it and it shows the schedule, which is neat. I totally didn't just copy that from other VTubers who do that. It's a good idea of always having it on the front page. Yeah, thanks again for watching. I definitely appreciate people spending so much time on the stream and being active in chat and just having a good time. Hopefully it was enjoyable. And I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or night, where whatever it is where you are. See you Thursday. Sounds good. All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.